let's get this over with.
All right. Cool.
No.
What do you mean?
Let's wait till prime time.
What do you mean get it over with? Like the week or the Chiefs or what? What do you want to get over
thing.
with? Oh, let's go.
The whole thing.
By the way, yeah.
Maybe.
Hang on. Before
Hey, sorry,
anybody
dummy.
says anything, people think that this whole show was Chiefs Nation come Friday because you went all in. You said, yeah, I'm locked in. I got the Chiefs. With the
First
over.
of all, I was forced to lock it in.
But come.
Secondly,
That's how time works.
crossing my fingers.
But then come yesterday at 5:42 p.m. All is quiet in the Riz Show text chat.
Yeah.
Here comes Scott Rizzuto, 49ers and over. I say, you locked in. You say, new lock. Rafe says, what a D. Instant karma because then there was like a
fumble.
Yeah. And then Scott Rizzuto, welp. And then Phillips or Moon, that's a win. Almost under 2. What a game. Sad gift from Riz.
Yeah, well.
The Dynasty from Rafe.
Tell you what, a couple of us were looking really smart in there.
Oh, dude, we looked
Who picked the Chiefs and the under?
That's right.
Chiefs and under. Chiefs
All of a sudden, he's Chris Berman.
All of a sudden,
we have
all of a sudden,
Swami. All of a sudden, the Swami's
brilliant
here.
voice.
who kicked your butt all over the
all of a
Pick'em
sudden-
Challenge this year? Who? The football guy.
All of a sudden, I'm to the left of me is Chris Berman.
Every one of you guys, all the Riz
Rumbling,
Show,
stumbling.
all the Riz Show
Give me the
fans,
fastest 3 minutes.
all the Riz Show fans that have given me crud the last 10 years because of the
Circle
whole
the
thing.
wagons.
Little did you know, you've been had. I am the
My husband
NFL
was
guy.
so impressed with me last night. I got the Chiefs and the under. He goes, what are we talking about? I go,
Yeah, dude.
Moon and I got it locked in.
Same for Scott. Same for
Yeah.
Scott.
First of
That's
all,
right.
I was locked in.
I will not be pressured into picking the Chiefs.
You
Oh, sorry to hear that.
did,
Loser.
though. And I almost shared I almost like crossed out names and shared what was happening. I didn't want to like invade our privacy, but I was like, this mofo is taking the 49ers at the last damn minute.
I told you. Did I not say it was going to be a last-minute thing?
It's always good
I
to
said I
decide
was
that.
taking the Chiefs just to shut you guys up.
Whatever, man.
Just to move on. Rafe, did I not say it's going to
Real
be a last-minute thing?
I heard you
Did, but
lost.
then
You
it
did, but
seemed
then you
like
lost.
your little Grinch heart grew 3 sizes and you decided that you'd just root for your friends.
I heard you
It
lost
did
like
seem like that on the air.
tons of money.
That I was just going with my buddies?
Yeah.
Well, when it comes to gambling, when it comes to my wallet, I got to go with my gut. My gut happened to be
Broke.
incorrect
And I'm glad you did
in
because
pretty much every aspect
Broken
yesterday.
gut.
I'm glad you did because I was betting on the Chiefs yesterday. And some guy from St. Louis lost a ton of money on the 49ers, so I made a fortune. It was awesome.
Your gut's not too far
One of
from
my
your butt
kids
that got shot many times this
Will
season.
not be going to college.
Ooh.
Happens.
That's okay. We've yet to decide which one.
Well, he was going to college on the East Coast. He's still going to college, but it's going to be in Kansas City
You
now.
said he. Again, yet to be.
I can show you messages from one of them that'll help you decide.
I timed out.
What do you mean?
Trashing you yesterday.
One of my kids?
Oh, yeah. Trashing you to
true.
Uncle Rafe. I'm loving it. I was loving every second of it.
Seriously?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, dude.
What do you mean? Which kid?
I'm not.
Hey,
Yeah.
don't throw the kids under the bus. No, he's
I'll never tell.
Because he shared it with me, and I go, that's
One of my
awesome.
I
kids?
sent it to her and I go, look, even his kids have turned on him. I love it.
I get it.
Are you serious?
I get
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Can't close your eyes nowhere.
Which kid?
I'm
I
not
bet you
telling
it's
you.
the girl. It's got to be the
I'm
girl.
telling you, man.
She is the most like you.
The
that would do
boy is
that.
my boy. Then my little girl,
they
my
both-
angel,
You
text
wish,
Uncle
dude.
Rafe.
I'm not telling you. I just got a message outside of the purview of the Rizzuto family chat of them all trashing you. We're taking
Oh.
the 49ers. I'm some. Look,
Oh.
man, your own
My own
house was
flesh and
divided,
blood.
dude. There's a sparrow in your house.
One of my kids. Was it my wife?
I'm not telling you, man.
Was it one of my kids?
Attorney-client privilege.
No.
Winner privilege. Winner privilege.
Was
Losers
it?
don't get
It's
to
probably
know.
the wife.
They were just trashing you for
Probably the wife of the girl.
who you were rooting for.
My boy.
Never your son.
My
right? Never
boy
your son.
wouldn't do that. The boy wouldn't do
I
that.
don't know. Your son's not very much like you, though. So, I mean,
He's a sweet boy.
he's a sweet boy.
Mm-hmm.
Very much like your wife.
I drove that kid all around this weekend to various hockey rinks. He wouldn't do that to his old man.
Well,
The girl, on the other hand. Well, anyway.
I'll tell you what, though. You guys know I'm not a superstitious person. I don't like that. I do not subscribe.
You're only a little suspicious.
Yeah.
Well, I am.
But now, I have to wear this jersey and maybe this hat combo for every Chiefs game on.
What is that? It looks like somebody played in it.
This is E.J. Hollow's jersey from the 60s. My dad played college ball over in Kansas City, and they would like practice with some of the college teams, and this is his practice jersey. This is, Kansas City
Look at
Hall
the
of Fame.
Holub.
Where the tears are, they'd sew it up.
Yeah, E.J.
It looks
Hollow's
awesome.
practice jersey, like the actual
Did
one.
you wear that last night?
I put it on halfway through,
Yep, and it
maybe
switched.
just like as soon as I put it on, KC offense came alive.
Yeah.
Mm.
Tim had his superstitious pants on last night.
Yeah, I was trying different things.
Superstitious
I
pants.
took the sweatshirt off and I put this
I
on,
did
and then
too.
everything changed, and I felt fine. I was comfortable after this, right? I was
Yeah.
even confident,
Yeah.
so it was all good.
Well,
So now,
let me just say congratulations to Taylor Swift and the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a big day for her.
I timed out my Z-Cool, thought I timed it out well. I go, hey, I'm going to have my Z-Cool right after, the halftime show. And then it went into
man.
overtime.
What?
And I go, oh no. And so I turned around and I fell asleep for the first 10 minutes of overtime. And then Tim kept getting increasingly more vibrant. And so then I rolled over, watched the last back half, watched him win. And he was through the roof, my husband.
Yeah.
It was awesome to
That's
see.
great.
what in the world? The only thing that I lost yesterday, by the way, was the over/under for how many times they would show Taylor Swift
Yeah.
on the.
It was 5.5. It was way over.
I did a switcheroo like a dummy. I knew I should have.
You went under with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had the whole family. We had all the.
I did the Riz thing. You're not supposed to switch last second.
We had all the prop bets going on.
I never switched. I never made a choice.
You did make a choice.
No, I
did.
didn't make a choice.
We
You
can
did
play
what-
it back.
You four-flushed.
But
I
that
believe they call it
was-
four-flushing.
That was not a real lock on the air.
Even though it had the sound effect.
You put the lock sound effect on it
You
3
did.
times.
How can we believe any lock from here on
Oh,
out?
no.
You know what you are?
I told
You're a lock
Rafe
tease.
15 times prior. It's going to be a game time decision.
Well,
And it was.
And
It's
it
a bad
was.
one.
And it was a bad one.
it was a bad audible.
And I will admit,
It was cover 2. You thought it was man and bad audible.
I lost. And lost the over-under. I took the over. I took the over in the Niners.
I'm glad you
And
lost so much.
That was it. That was it.
We could've-
Final score of the game was 25-22. Over-under was 47.5. Missed by a half point.
For a first half, it was so low scoring. That was one of the
That
most
almost
exciting
hurts
games.
worse than not. Because after I messaged you after the first quarter. I was like, that over ain't looking
Yeah,
good.
yeah, and it
brother.
wasn't look good.
Man.
It was not
Over ain't
looking
looking good. 3-zip or whatever. They got there. It took overtime, but they.
good. Yeah. Hey, listen, it was a good game. Got to admit that. I stayed home. I wound up staying home, not going to.
Oh, no.
No, it's a
Except-
good thing I didn't.
No big sandwich.
No, I did make a
too.
big sandwich for myself on Saturday.
That's nice.
All right. Dude,
Like, I went and made a big sandwich for myself on Saturday. Because I was not going to do it on Sunday. So I said, I had a big sandwich in my head. So I got to go. I made a sandwich for one. And now it wasn't a 10-footer.
10-incher.
It was, it was more like a, 10 to 12 inch. It was
Yeah,
more like
yeah,
a foot
yeah.
long I made for myself. But
Good for you, man.
it was good nonetheless.
I'm happy for you. I'm
I
happy
made it
that
as
something
if
went
I
your
was
way.
making it for a crowd, but I
Yeah.
made it for me.
I'm happy that something went your way yesterday.
Me too.
I had a nice time with my family.
That's awesome.
That's nice.
It was just the four of us at home. And nobody really seemed enthused about going out anyway.
Yeah.
I kind of took the temperature of the family. And I was like, hey, what do you guys think about not going to this party?
I love a cancel.
And everyone went, we second the motion.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to stay home, right?
Yeah, everybody kind of wanted to stay home. And I'm like, whatever you guys want to eat, I'll go Sunday morning. I'll go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Listen, for me, I'm such a weirdo when it comes to going out late on a work night. I would just be clock watching the whole time.
Right.
And then it would go into overtime, and I'd go,
Yeah, that happened to me.
like, man. And I'd be somewhere else. Like, I watched overtime in my bed.
Whoa.
Which is the best.
What a move.
That is really
you could go to
nice.
sleep after a game like that?
Like, the Chiefs scored, confetti rained down. I shut the TV off and said, everybody out.
Party over.
We were all jacked, man.
Everybody out.
Yeah, I couldn't go to sleep for a little while.
No.
And I
way.
rolled over and I went to sleep.
You were Z-quilled a half in and the overtime, and you still couldn't sleep?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
that's dangerous.
We
That
were
is the danger.
high-fiving and jumping up, and the cats were running through the house because we were being too loud.
We had the whole place screaming, and it was like it was just family. Like we had like all my kids, even my grandson, and everybody was there. Scott and Allison,
That's great.
and Mark, and the quote of the night. Mark, by the way, bass
Mark
player
was on
the
top
bass
of
player for Greek Fire, not a sports enthusiast, and dude. He had the greatest time. We were all screaming. It was one of those endings that was so intense.
great.
And he screams, next to the David Freese Game 6, this was the second time I've really enjoed a sports match.
Oh, nice.
I've really
Nice,
enjoyed
good.
a sports match.
He said, this
I
was
wanna
the
know-
second time I've enjoyed a sports match.
I understand that because that's how I felt too. I was like, "This is sports are awesome."
Yeah.
I want to know what was going on at Rafe Williams' house because
Yeah.
you didn't have the
Were you
deviled
by
eggs.
yourself?
You were by yourself.
All alone.
I
No
was
deviled
all by
eggs.
myself.
I deviled the day before.
Okay.
I deviled hard Saturday.
You can't double
I ate all the devils.
Yeah, you can't
Did you-
double
Yeah,
devil.
Did you worry that leaked into the first half?
I
Like a
deviled
split
before.
second?
No, because I deviled before midnight.
Okay.
Oh,
I
that's,
gremlined. I
that's
gremlined
right.
the deviled eggs.
Yeah,
today.
deviled eggs are
I ate an
the
entire
number
party
one
platter of deviled
bad
eggs.
luck item on Super Bowl Sunday.
I forgot about that. I forgot that you had to,
I made
miss
the
out on your
choice. I
treat.
still bought them at Deerberg's, and then I just had one of those big party platters, and I just started housing them Saturday night right in front of the fridge. Just once you pop, you can't stop.
I'm happy you got them.
Then I threw the tray away. I made sure I took the tray out to the dumpster. It wasn't even in the house.
Yeah.
I hedged my bets.
You made it close. That's why the first half was the way it was. Just
Yeah,
close. But
I was home alone. I was like switched, dude. I had so many things. I had like I had all the bandanas I've worn. 2 on my wrist, 1 on my head. I changed my shirt after the first 2 possessions because I didn't like the way things were going.
me too.
Then I got on the elliptical because I needed somewhere, and then the whole first half I just ran on the elliptical and watched the game because I was like, I got to run this energy off somewhere.
Oh, that's nice.
Nice, man.
And then I burned like 1,000 calories, and then I just punished an entire tray of shrimp meant for an entire party of people, just me.
Okay.
Just me and some Gulf shrimp.
Trust
Yelling
tree.
at the TV. Yeah.
So my wife, lovely wife, who said, who was told, hey, keep an eye on Rafe, while I'm away. Tina called her,
Uh-huh.
and she goes, hey, what is Rafe doing for Super Bowl Sunday? I said, I think he's by himself. She goes, should we maybe invite him over? I go, what? I don't know if I want like a real Chiefs fan here. Honestly, like I don't need that intensity. Like I really, I don't want a real like. We didn't need a whole thing.
Oh my God, you are so bad.
Like we didn't need like a
You're
real
such a piece
over the
of
top.
you are such a piece of crap.
You're such a dirtbag, dude. God.
Like I really didn't want like
I'm
an
glad
over.
your family was roasting you
it
in a
was
private chat with me.
Yeah, it was kind of like.
Once your daughter finds out that Rafe could have been at the house, like she's gonna be extra mad.
Was
dude.
it her?
It wasn't her, but she loves Uncle Rafe.
They were all getting in.
We didn't need a whole like. It was kind of chill. Like I was on the couch, I was eating toast and ravioli.
This is how people are because, and Rafe, you're similar to Tim because like he didn't want any distractions. Like we purposefully did not go anywhere because Tim was like locked in. And so we didn't invite anybody over either because we're just like, I knew he wanted to be having his crazy all by himself. And I was just
get
there,
that.
and I figured that's how you were as
I
well.
was spinning a lot of plates because I had the bandanas and the running, and then I also have a text thread with 2 other comedians who are Chiefs fans that have decided we only do well when I'm complaining in the thread. So I had to they're like, Rafe, you got to get some complaints going here. I was complaining about everything from the font, everything.
If I would have said, hey, man, you want to come over? Would you have come over?
You would have to tell me earlier in the day, not in the middle. Our buddy Jeremy did that at like second quarter. He goes, hey, man, you want to come over? I go, in the middle of the game? No, I don't want to come over. Man.
Oh, not in the middle of the game.
He goes, you want to come hang? And I go, it's the second quarter, dude.
All right, so our mutual friend Jeremy?
Yeah.
Where was he?
I don't know. Probably his RV. Who knows where he was at?
You
I
want
didn't
to come
ask.
over?
I was just like, what?
I'm in the woods.
I'm
in
at the corner.
Highland.
I'm at the corner.
Yeah, but I'll get there
Down the block.
right. We'll have to get an overtime for me to drive.
He's on the Highland.
He's probably down.
It
at
was
the
a nice
office, right?
gesture.
It
but
was a
I'm like,
nice.
it's the
No, I would have
second
asked
quarter,
you. I would have asked you. Let's say 1 o'clock.
I would have considered it. And
I'm
probably
going to need a
declined.
yes or no right now.
I would probably decline.
Okay, good. See? Didn't matter.
You feel
Only
better?
You wouldn't have gone
because
anyway.
You feel better?
I didn't feel bad in the first place.
My guy.
only because
My
I had
guy.
already I laid out a semi-healthy spread. I didn't do too much damage yesterday, and I was afraid to go to a party because I'm like, man, if I see some Rotel dip, it's going down for real.
So I had made toast ravioli.
I would have eaten that.
I said, kids, what do you want? I said, you want to get a pizza? They said, Dad, make a penne alla vodka.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I would have eaten that.
You got it. Whipped up a huge batch of that. Big vat.
Creamy red sauce.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
From scratch.
Ah,
From scratch.
what?
From scratch.
Damn.
I was milling tomatoes at 12:30.
Father of the year.
At 12:30, I was milling tomatoes, get the seeds out. Made a giant son. The kid had a hockey game. That didn't get done until 5 o'clock.
Dang, really?
Yeah. Race home. Just in time to hear Reba sing.
Gorgeous.
Just in time. No, actually, we saw Post Malone do his.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Didn't he look amazing?
God.
He's got
not
that.
according to my parents.
He's got that look of he lost a lot of weight.
He does.
My mom goes, oh, face tattoos. Oh, God. Don't even think about it, son. And I was like, no. I'm not
No,
doing
it's
that.
not the face tattoos.
And then
It's the lost a lot of weight. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
Looks
I know.
like quickly.
I know what you're saying. But, my parents, they're like, who's this guy? And my dad goes, what's on his teeth? Like, they couldn't figure out. They're like, are those caps?
Yeah.
Is that a grill? What is that?
I'm a fan. I like
too.
Post Malone.
dude, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Me too. And
I
he
do
crushed
too.
that song.
I'm a
Honestly,
fan.
dude,
Talented man.
that's my future. I looked at his outfit and I go,
Oh,
see,
yeah.
I'm aging into that.
That's you.
Corduroy with a big bolo tie hanging
Yeah.
loosely around
You
my
look
neck.
good.
The beard looked good. The whole, and
You
I'm not
look good.
I'm not really into it, and I'm not against face tats on people, but it's just not for me. And but the rest, everything looked amazing.
Do you know he's like a huge '90s alternative rock fan?
Oh, yeah.
I believe it.
Like
Our age,
like
yeah.
he did. I know it was maybe during
Nirvana.
COVID.
He crushed Nirvana.
Yeah, did like a whole thing of Nirvana covers and Alice in Chains covers.
Yeah.
And killed it.
Dude's talented.
Talented.
Which
Reba
is not
sounded
what
great.
you think. Yeah, of course.
And we'll
Hey.
get into the halftime show later.
The Reba thing. Was there a over under? I don't remember talking about that because
Oh, how much time? I think it was a minute 37 was
it
her.
was quick.
Was the length of her anthem.
It felt quick, right? I feel like that was one of the few years because I always go with the under and I always lose it. And I feel like, oh man, had I gone with the under, I bet you I'd have won it. I just didn't. I never heard about that.
I got her time as 136.
What was the over under on that?
All right, well, here's your quick recap of the game. Chiefs beat the 49ers 25-22. If you had the under, congratulations, which was 47.5, you bastards.
Man, we're looking smart.
Overtime, it took a last-minute touchdown pass from Mahomes to Hardman to seal the deal. Here we go. This is the final call.
First and goal. Mahomes flings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City! And the Chiefs, they have their dynasty.
Yes. Yes.
Is that all you got, Tony
Yes.
Romo? You haven't
Yes.
stopped talking this whole game.
No, that guy was genius.
You're up
That
every
player was
butt.
genius.
I'm not going to stand this Tony Romo.
Dude,
hate, by the
Tony
way.
Romo sucks. I get it now.
Yeah.
I get it now. I
You
wish
don't
the
get
guy well.
anything.
That player
Why
did
does he
his part.
suck?
He's
I'm
a
sure
genius.
he's a kind guy, but every non-sports fan
I'm
in the
not
house
gonna-
is going, "Who
I'm-
is this guy?"
I'm not going to take this Romo hate.
My son is 13. He doesn't care about the football, and he goes, "Who's this guy talking? Why doesn't he stop talking? And did he play for the 49ers or something?"
You're seeing it through the eyes of a Chiefs fan, where you think everything that he says.
No, what I'm
is
telling you is
against the
I'm seeing it
Chiefs.
through the three fans that have no idea what football is that were in my house and all commented on this guy who won't stop talking,
Who are
who
being
must have talked.
surrounded by Chiefs fans who are saying this guy sucks.
No, nobody said that. I'm telling you, man.
My
I
husband
did,
said it.
I did not make this determination until after the game, and I was like, wow, now I get it. Remember last
During
week
the
I was like,
commercial, you could
oh,
go
I'm
into the
sure he's
bathroom
great.
and you could yell all the Tony Romo hate you want to get it out of your system.
It's
You
not
come
hate.
back in here.
It's not hate. It's just truth. The guy is not
Is an
great.
incredible color commentator.
No wrong.
And
I
I'm
would
a
say
fan.
he's a genius.
No
yeah,
Romo.
and that's the other thing. Like, There was 3 guys out there that were geniuses.
Yeah.
Geniuses.
He
throwing
blocked that guy. He's a genius.
throwing that word around. Holy smokes. Did you see
He
that
did his
guy
job.
do exactly what he's paid to do and nothing more? He is a genius.
The game was tied at 19-19 at a regulation. Both teams were given the chance to possess the ball in overtime. 49ers' biggest mistake they made was taking that ball after the coin toss. That was the biggest mistake.
Didn't think about that until you pointed that out. That is like a strategy
Yeah,
going forward. You're not going to do that anymore, huh?
They should have deferred and had Kansas City get the ball first. On the off chance of that fourth and whatever,
You're going for it.
Yeah,
they probably, who knows? Kansas City may have punted it instead of going for it.
I see what you're saying. Because each team has a chance
each team
to
has
possess the
potential.
ball.
Yeah.
So
And now you're giving Kansas City something to shoot at.
yeah, so if your defense stops them, all the pressure is off on your quarterback as far as that goes.
Yeah, but that's only
Wow.
I get it.
that's also only if they score. Like they play it now, the new playoff rules. It's not a sudden death thing. It's just it's a fresh quarter, and there'll be another quarter if you don't score. So
Right,
it's like,
but-
had the 49ers gotten the ball and punted, the Chiefs would have just played it the same way. Like 3 and out, we punt.
Well, Shanahan said he was playing for the third possession of overtime. That's why they took the ball.
Ain't gonna be no third
There
possession.
was no third
Shanahan.
possession. So 49ers got down near the goal line, couldn't get in, so they had to settle for a field goal. 49ers defense. You saw it coming. Yeah, you saw it coming.
That's
Couldn't keep
wild.
Mahomes and the Chiefs.
How
from
much
scoring
time was on the
touchdowns
clock
to
at
stay
that
alive.
point when the Chiefs got possession? It was like a minute 40.
It didn't matter. It would have gone to another quarter anyway.
It was
Well,
under,
no, I'm just saying
it
how
was under
fast
2.
they moved down the field and got that taken care of.
because Purdy pulled it to the 2.
Mahomes was
at the
named
end.
Super Bowl MVP. Again, it's his third time winning the award. Like it or not, the Chiefs are a dynasty. Mahomes is Mahomes a new Brady? Okay.
I thought that commercial or promo was cool where they showed Tom Brady. It was like an AI generated thing. Tom
that was
Brady
a CBS thing.
giving the ball off to
Passing the baton.
passing the baton. I think that's cool.
I didn't
Didn't
see
spend
that.
a lot of money on that.
Yeah, that
No,
was very
they
weird
went-
looking.
It looks
wasn't
like The Sims or something,
Looked
but
like the
it was
old,
cool.
the very first rendition of the Fox robots. The NFL robots.
That haven't gotten too much better either since the beginning. Yeah, that was exciting. I tell you who I was screaming at the most probably was the Chiefs center. Come on, man. You got to have some better snaps. You see how low that was every time? I was just like, stop it!
Yeah, he was.
Stop it!
All right, this is the Chiefs' second straight Super Bowl, third win in 5 years. They beat the Eagles in the Kelsey Bowl last year. Remember that? Who could forget the Kelsey Bowl?
Yeah.
Also by 3 points. Their run began in 2020 when they also beat the 49ers. Now, San Francisco seemed to be in control for most of the game, sort of, but they couldn't score enough to put any distance between them and KC. And it was only a matter of time before Mahomes and Kelsey got going. Kelsey only had 1 catch for 1 yard in that first half, and then was caught almost killing Andy Reid on the
Yeah, it was like
sideline.
he had a couple good tackles, some in the game, some not in the game.
I was conflicted about that. I was conflicted about him going up and yelling at Andy because I didn't like that he shoved him. And then, but then I don't know, man, there was something just hot rage going on.
Him pushing an old man?
I don't know. I was a little like,
Yeah,
"Whoa."
that's hot. You're strange.
No, I know. I was sad. I
An
had both
overweight old
emotions.
man. You should not
I mean, I know
spook
he
him.
loves- they love
What
each
if he
other.
would have died?
With a fake hip, by the
Whew.
way. Man has a fake hip.
Hey, he's an old lineman.
Supposed to be taking care of
What if he
people.
would have died? I mean, it looked like
He
a
didn't
shock.
die.
He did not die.
I like the memes that are coming out though. Of
Oh, dude.
his warrior Viking face. I'm like,
Yeah, right. The what you know?
It looked intense, whatever it was. I mean, Kelsey was apparently upset about being off the field for a pretty important play, but I mean, he really did catch Andy Reid off guard.
Yeah, he did.
He
Yeah,
stumbled.
I think Andy Reid said something like, "Doesn't Taylor's outfit kind of clash?" And he got really
What you talking about?
Don't talk about my girl.
Hey, check this out. Here's the article. We were talking about the Reba McEntire anthem being over or under because that's a big bet. It's usually like 2 minutes and 5 seconds or something like that.
Right.
Here's the title. Here's the headline. Reba McEntire anthem over under explained why singing Brave twice led to Super Bowl 58 prop bet chaos. So apparently she was right at the whatever the over under number was, which I think was less than most because she's a country artist, so she's gonna kind of blaze through it a little faster. And she sang some word twice, which made it go to the over, but people were upset about it.
You don't tell the queen how to sing.
People were upset.
The minute, so it was the over under was 1 minute and 31 seconds, and apparently she doubled this word on something and added 4 seconds because it was 1 minute and 35 seconds. So it would have been the
She
under.
said the home of the brave.
Yeah. She did. She did brave twice. She extended. She said brave.
Guys, the fix is
She
in.
must have had money on the over.
The fix is in.
And a lot of people are all tweeting saying the second brave doesn't count. The anthem was over at the first brave.
It's a good argument.
I get it.
She's America's aunt, though. I tweeted about that. She just seems like the aunt from Southern Illinois who's got like hunter green countertops and sunflowers in her kitchen from the 90s.
Yeah,
you know what
and
I'm
like a
saying?
mauve
And I'm here
bathroom.
for
Not
it.
olive green. The deep
Hunter green. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I know exactly. As soon as you tweeted that, I was
Knows how to whip up a hell of a casserole.
Hell
Wait,
yeah,
has
she
it has a
does.
deep green what?
Countertop and
Oh, okay. We
motif.
have like a deep green living room. We're living in that era.
No, you got a cool. I know what you're talking about. That's a cool
What
new
kind of
green.
countertop?
Olive and Hunter
Formica?
aren't the
Formica.
same.
Formica countertops?
Yes.
In any event, Travis Kelce finished strong. He didn't score, but he caught 9 passes for 93 yards. And there was, that one play where like he was channeling the willpower of Swifties everywhere to power his way across the goal line. But Andy Reid, by the way, said that Travis Kelce apologized. He says he gave him a hug. He just wants to be on the field. Wants to play.
Andy Reid.
Nobody I get better than I get him.
You know what? Andy Reid wants that intensity.
Yeah,
That's what he's coaching is that energy that you saw. So everybody like losing their mind over that. That's what's going on in the locker room. That's okay.
Yeah, well, listen.
That's okay from a
He got
future Hall
Andy,
of Famer.
he got Andy a crave case, and it's all is good.
Everything's fine.
All is good.
Listen, that's not okay from everybody. That's okay from Hall of
Yeah,
Famer.
Not everybody could do that.
Yeah, future Hall of Famer Travis Kelce. You
Well,
can't
he
tell-
coaches that, though. That was how he was in Philly, too. He coaches. He's like, I'd rather intensity and fire, and he's buddy coach.
Yeah.
He likes for people to get fired up. I was glad to see it because I will tell you the energy was wildly different.
It was
at
pretty
the top
flat.
of the game.
Yeah.
When San Francisco came out with a boombox, dancing around and like pumped.
Oh, they came out to whom the bell tolls.
They came out hyped, and then the Chiefs. I was like, it bordered on determination, but kind of looked like a little dead.
Yeah. They came out.
They came out kind of stone faced.
They came out with Metallica and Attitude, and they left with somebody else's color confetti on their shoulder pads. Bye.
Yeah. Bye bye. Unforgiven.
Well,
They left with sad but true.
so, some people thought that Taylor's mystical influence over the game might manifest in how the game was called, but the referees were actually not that controversial.
I don't know. My husband was saying things I can't say on the radio about those refs last
They
night.
were not.
They weren't bad.
If he,
Yeah, they weren't.
They've
Tim?
been worse. They've been worse. For
Tim, I'm
sure.
talking to you, Tim.
They missed
Now
a
that you
Pacheco.
calm down.
They missed a Pacheco first down in the overtime. I think.
Now that you calm down, Tim.
That's about it.
Take a step back. The refs are not that
They
bad.
missed illegal man downfield on their touchdown, too. Somebody tried to tell me that wasn't true, but I was like, when I looked at it, they threw that pass back across the field. There was a lineman like 9 yards downfield, which if a pass is being thrown forward, it's not supposed to be allowed. Now, somebody said the ball was in the air so long, he moved down there, but I don't know.
No.
Whoa.
You can see like one of their right guard, number 64, blocking downfield for McCaffrey, like 10 yards downfield.
No.
Hey, rules is rules, man.
Mm-hmm.
Rules is rules, bro.
Anyway, there was one strange moment when 49ers linebacker Dre Greenlaw tore his Achilles while running onto the field from the sideline. This poor dude.
Oh, yeah. See, I couldn't tell. We didn't know what injury it was. We just saw him go down.
Listen, it happened during the second quarter, and I would never accuse Taylor of doing something this week, but it was odd.
We had the
It was odd.
We had the most gentlest, Jesus loving screaming going on in our house because we were all like,
It was nice.
we were just like, oh my gosh, kill him and hurt him, but he'll be fine in 3 hours.
Yeah. He'll be healed at 11 p.m.
we
We're ready to go.
We were putting prayers in buckets for people later and hoping that they would, break a femur and have it miraculously healed at 11.
It's all right.
There was a streaker on the field. Yeah, somebody.
I missed that.
Brooke Grimsley was tweeting about that. I missed it too. I love that.
They don't
sort of
show it.
stuff. I
You saw that
know.
on? Wait. You saw that on the broadcast?
No,
No,
they
Brooke-
don't show. You could. He's online. You could. It's readily available.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Full nude.
Was it
No,
Travis's
just a
brother?
dude with a shirt.
Was it Tony Romo and he had a San Francisco logo painted on his
much.
back?
No, it was two. Was it two dudes?
I just saw one dude who clearly, he just like ran out, laid down, put his hands behind his back. And I was like...
Yeah, ran to the 10, dove.
I'm like, dude, did he just walk in a casino and be like, I'd like to put $50,000 on there, will be a streaker tonight.
In the third quarter.
And then he's like, I'm about to make some money.
Oh, this was during a play?
Romo commented on it. Yeah,
Romo commented on it.
During a Chiefs offensive play in the red zone.
Whoa.
They don't show it. I mean, they don't show it. You could see it online, though.
It wasn't that impressive.
No.
Like, he wasn't very impressive, or?
He just, like, he got onto the field and then just laid down.
He did
didn't
the
like
quarterback thing.
Oh, is this the guy in the white pants? No
Yeah,
shirt?
he did the quarterback slide so he didn't get injured when they tackled him.
You're right.
Gave himself up.
Oh, opposite end. Oh, okay, so, yeah, I see.
Yeah, it wasn't like...
I thought you meant, like, in the play. And I was like, how did I miss that? Did they stop the play?
No.
I think the play went off, but I don't know what.
They paused for a couple seconds while they got
They
him
are
off the field.
running, dragging him off to the tunnel.
Was it
with
one
you.
or two guys?
I only saw one, but maybe there was two. I only saw one shirtless guy.
There's a fully clothed streaker.
No, there you go. That is the Super Bowl actually play recap. But
Hey.
let's talk about commercials for a second.
Well, real quick, the only other thing that was noted, and I think Scott was the one that pointed it out, is that they never showed the crowd, dude. They never showed the crowd.
What do you mean?
They didn't show the crowd. You know, like the regular season games and playoff games, you're putting it on the crowd. You're seeing fans,
Slow motion.
yeah, you're seeing shirtless,
Bellies
painted,
jiggling.
yeah, painted bellies. You're seeing signs being held up. You see the crowd. The camera pans to the crowd. There was none of that, other than the famous folks. And
I didn't notice. I didn't really notice that because they didn't.
I know you didn't notice
I'm
it,
thinking,
but I think it was very deliberate.
Yeah.
why?
Because I think the old NFL showed the fans for the fans. Like we're sitting at home and we want to feel like we're there, right? And we see guys like us, gals like us. And I don't think that's
the
the
Super Bowl,
new.
it's all rich folks that could afford tickets.
Totally, but I also don't think that's the new NFL. I think the new NFL branding is the hype, the fame, the show, the production, and it's not about the fan in the stadium.
I know the stadium looked pretty friggin' good.
But I mean, think about, whatever.
Yeah,
Like
they
when
showed
they-
celebs, but not.
When they panned around, maybe not getting close-ups on fans, but the stadium looked pretty friggin' cool.
Yeah, very much so. But did you see a face that wasn't famous
I didn't
in
notice.
the frame at all?
I wasn't paying attention to that. It didn't stick out to me that they weren't showing fans.
Commercials.
Commercials, yes.
I have the best one of mine written down.
First of all, congratulations to our very own Rafe Williams, who had a couple spots.
I missed it.
You're not the only one.
What do you mean you missed it?
What I didn't. I thought I was in there for everything, but I didn't see it.
Well, you had a pregame,
Had 3 pre-games, a halftime,
you had a halftime,
and a post.
yeah.
A halftime. I didn't
Oh,
know
yeah,
that.
dude. I came on after Usher. Usher opened for me, dude.
That's right.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why. Because
That's right.
I saw the Usher thing and then I went to refill.
Yeah, well, if you notice the way they schedule the commercials out, local spots have not that much time during the Super Bowl.
Oh man.
They put them all kind of together.
I'm bummed I missed it. Sorry, man.
It's okay.
But yeah, Rafe, featured 2 years in a row now.
That's awesome.
2 years in a row.
Rafe Williams featured prominently.
And I'm not saying, some people are, but I'm not. I'm not saying for the second year in a row I was a heroic 12th man for the Kansas City Chiefs, who were in dire shape at halftime.
Yeah, I don't think
My
anybody's
commercial-
saying that.
Some people were saying it last year.
Nobody, yeah. I
They've
don't
been
think
down
anybody
at
said that
half.
last year or this year.
They've been down and playing really badly at half. Things aren't working. Superstitions aren't working. All of a sudden, a commercial featuring moi comes on at halftime, and everything gets turned around. Am I the Chiefs? Is me being in a Super Bowl commercial regionally the Chiefs' good luck charm to build this dynasty? I'm not saying that, but some people are saying it. Some people out there are saying it. And you know what?
What?
I'll wear that moniker. I'm happy to be the 12th man.
Well, listen, if you think it helped,
I do.
then feel good about it.
I do feel good about it.
Okay, fine. Fine. Congratulations on your spot. The Riz family all made sure we were on the TV to watch Uncle Rafe on TV.
Well, that's very sweet.
Because I knew when the spot was coming up, and there it was, you in the honor law spot. And we'll have actually the head muckety-muck of Underlaw. Jim Under will be in studio. Proud sponsor of this here radio station. Be in studio.
Oh, don't we have to say that we're brought to you by...
We're going to get there in a second.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Thanks, Lern.
You're welcome. Just want to make sure we get our sponsorships
Oh,
in.
no, we're going to get our sponsorships in, yes. Now, you brought it up before I meant to. From now until the next, for the next 30 days, this radio program is brought to you by the Fast Lane.
Sticks in my throat a little.
Yeah, I'm going to throw up.
It is the Riz Show presented by the Fast Lane for the rest of for the next month. So, okay.
It's just 30 days. That's okay. That's all right.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
How many times? Every time we crack the mics, we got to say it?
I mean, I could say it as many times as I want.
Cool.
If I say the Riz Show, it's the Riz Show presented by the Fast Lane.
All right.
I know traditionally there is a guy that keeps count to make sure I don't miss any.
Mm-hmm. He's good.
Yeah, but I don't know there's nothing to miss. Like, I don't have to, I have to say the Riz Show presented by the Fast Lane. Anytime I say the Riz Show, it's presented by the Fast Lane. That's it.
Just once a day, and it counts?
I mean, I'll do it a couple times.
Right.
Just to be fair. But.
Hey, this is my first go of us having to do that on this show. Okay, so I just want to get the rules right.
No, we got it. I got it. All right, commercials. Super Bowl commercials. Any favorites? There's I think it's USA Today. And I think it'll probably be out later today or tomorrow. They do their ad tracker to show the rankings of the best and the worst.
There was a clear winner this year.
I think it was Billboard. Billboard magazine did their top 10. But what do you think the best ad was yesterday?
The Dunkin' Donuts ad. Ben Affleck's.
That was my favorite.
That was pretty funny.
I think it ran away with it. There weren't, overall, not a great year.
Well, here's a little of the Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez. It was Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, Yeaman.
She came to my work. Now I got to show her what I can do.
What up, Bronx? For your consideration, here comes the Boston Massacre.
This is
the Dumb Kings. Touchdown, Tommy on them keys. And needs no introduction, my partner.
It's really hard to be your friend, man. You said you really support me.
Dumb Kings.
Why you dunking me, girl? Why you dunking me?
How do you like them donuts? I'm so sorry.
You had to see it, but I forgive you. Lay us on the track.
Are we good?
That was my favorite.
That's pretty good.
It was great.
Yeah, it was a
good,
solid
man.
one.
Like that, Jack Harlow was in it. I guess Dunkin' will be releasing their Dung Kings menu today, along with merch from the commercial.
Speaking of the Queen, Beyonce, I enjoyed her ad very much.
That's who they say, at least Billboard says, was the #1 spot from yesterday. Beyonce for Verizon.
Yeah.
Where she tries different ways to break the internet. At the end, she announces new music, drops a preview on Instagram for Act 2, which comes out on March 29th. She releases 2 new songs.
It's going to be a country record.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that was the Beyonce that Billboard at least says was the #1.
Well, that's because Billboard's invested in that.
I think so, too. My second favorite was the Christopher Walken BMW one.
Oh,
I missed that one.
What the heck was that?
Oh, dude, it was Christopher Walken surrounded by people impersonating him.
Nice ride.
It's the real deal. 100% electric.
It's the real deal.
Yeah. Thank you.
Of course. Enjoy your coffee. Careful, it's hot.
Thanks.
Your dog's so cute. You know, you look nice.
Hello, Mr. Walken. Does this table work for you?
There's only one Christopher Walken and only one ultimate driving machine. The rest are just imitations.
That was a good one.
That is pretty
Did
good.
you have any favorites?
Definitely.
Yeah, I had one.
My favorite one has this
Same.
quote. I pity the fool that has to touch a shoe to put it on.
Yeah.
The Skechers
Dude,
Mr.
T.
That one wins. I don't know how that's
How
not
old?
number
Somebody
one.
find out how old Mr. T is.
He looks good, dude.
He does look good.
He's got to be in his mid-70s.
He popped out
71.
and I go, dang, Mr. T's still looking good. And then
71.
and then he
71.
said, I pity the fool that has to touch a shoe to put it on.
And well, I don't explain who Mr. T was to the kids.
Yeah.
Because my wife and I go, oh, Mr. T. You know, does he always have hair like that? Yeah, Mr. T had a mohawk from like back in the day.
And he really does kind of talk like that in real life. Remember my Subway story? Just in L.A. in line for a sandwich. And then somebody taps me on the shoulder and goes, "Excuse me, brother. Can I just get up just to get some cookies?"
And you're like,
I said, "Yeah."
Mr. T?
I said, "Yes, sir." Yeah. He comes up and he ordered cookies and said, "Thank you." And then left.
Mr. T pities the fool who has to bend down to put on their shoes when they could be wearing slip-ins.
It's awesome.
I enjoyed that one. What about the Schwarzenegger ads?
I missed those. I saw them from
funny.
a distance.
I think there were two of them. So he did an ad for State Farm, making it appear like he was starring in a new movie.
You couldn't say neighbors.
Yeah, I couldn't say. He kept saying neighbor. I was like neighbor, and Danny DeVito made a little cameo.
Thank you, Agent State Farm.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Cut. Hey, Arnold, I'm hearing neighbor. It's neighbor.
That's what I said. Neighbor.
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 Hey, let's go again.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Cut.
Yeah.
Now what?
Neighbor.
Yeah, neighbor. Just like it's written on the paper. Neighbor.
Still no.
Neighbor.
Neighbor.
Bar.
Cut. Arnold, got a bit of a script change. You'll love this.
Thank you, Agent State Farm.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Remember the movie Twins?
Twins, Basil.
Schwarzenegger, DeVito? What was your favorite, Scott?
Oh, it was definitely Mr. T. I think that
Mr.
one-
T was your
it was
favorite?
just-
All right.
He did such a good job, and it's, just warm. It was nice.
It's good to see him getting some work, too, man.
Yeah.
It makes me
Mr.
happy.
T?
Yeah, it makes me happy.
I like the Jennifer Aniston, David Schwimmer ad. We talked about it before the Super Bowl, but I thought that was cute.
Yes, as she says, in order to remember something like Uber Eats, you have to forget something else. And she even forgets working with David Schwimmer and friends. Also, Jelly Roll and the Beckhams were in it.
Yeah. Actually, another one that should be probably number 2, number 3 is the Sarah V ad with Michael Cera.
Michael Cera, that was
was
funny.
awesome.
And by the way, the Uber Eats ad, so the original ad, do you remember the original ad had somebody forgetting they had a peanut allergy?
Oh, yeah.
And people with peanut allergies got outraged and they recut it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, how could you make light? How could you make light of peanut allergies? Ah, Jesus, come on, relax. They had to recut the entire thing. Yeah, Michael Cera's ad was good. Kate McKinnon's, talking cat, becoming famous for saying mayo, getting everybody to buy Hellman's.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember
The
that.
cat even dates and breaks up with Pete Davidson. Bud Light, their ad with Post Malone and Peyton Manning. That's a pretty good one. Let me see here. I guess Kanye West did a commercial for Yeezy.com, but it only aired in Los Angeles.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I liked, and obviously it's too serious. First of all, I thought the Robert F. Kennedy ad was interesting because there were no other political ads, right? So I wonder how much he paid for that ad. That was the first thing, and it was a repurposed thing from the Kennedy ads back in the 60s,
Yeah, it was
which was cool.
He apologized for it.
I think it was like something like $7 million.
Really? What do you
Oh,
think?
did he? I immediately went to social media to go look to see what people thought.
Yeah, what did they think?
Some people were like, okay, and some people were like, ooh, man.
Well, he apologized, but they said it's still pinned at the top of his socials there.
Well, he said he didn't have anything to do with it, that a super PAC
That's
did it
what it-
without his permission, but it was pinned to the top of his Twitter, and somebody took a screenshot and was like, bro, it's pinned to your Twitter.
Yeah, it wasn't from the
definitely
it wasn't
knew.
from the RFK
Right.
committee.
Wait, so he apologized for the
Interesting.
ad itself, or he apologized for it being on the Super Bowl?
The ad, because it was a repurposed, like, John F. Kennedy ad from the...
So they just
They put his
replaced
face where
just
John F.
replaced
Kennedy's
John F.
face.
Kennedy's face with his face.
It's like,
Whoa.
it was the old vote for Kennedy, yeah, vote for Kennedy.
I didn't know you could do
From
that.
1960.
Yeah, we were in hopes that all the candidates were going to have those ads, like Trump and Biden were going to have the
I was
old school
waiting
ads.
for it. I was waiting for more political
Yeah,
ads.
why
No, but
didn't
it
they have
wasn't.
fun
But it wasn't
dancing
from the
ads?
RFK campaign. It was some super PAC.
Yeah, but nobody knows that. Everybody's just like, oh, we're going to do political ads during the Super Bowl now. And then the other one that I thought was beautiful, and I'm agnostic as hell, but the Jesus ad was gorgeous. Did you guys see that?
The-
Like, it was
Was
so
it washing
cute.
the feet?
Everybody was getting their feet washed from every walk of life, and I was just
That's
like,
awesome.
that's beautiful, man. Like, it made me stop in my tracks. So, way to go, Jesus.
Well, I made my kids wash my feet after seeing that.
Cool.
That was
See,
sweet of
kids?
him. Yeah.
Wash Dad's feet. It was so weird.
I thought it was very moving.
Last year there were Jesus ads too.
Yeah, I remember him.
I think from the same
Jesus saves
same
up.
group.
You know, he saves up all year. Couple movie teasers and trailers. Wicked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't in there for that, but all the girls in the room said, yes! I can't wait for this.
Wicked. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I think Mark said Wicked was it something like Shrek of the Oz or something?
It does
Look like a new Shrek movie. Yeah, it looks really, yeah.
How about
Good to
Twisters?
skip.
Oh my
down.
gosh, we were all laughing at that one, man.
That one's, I'm stoked though.
Because we're
I
like, wait a
missed
second, they remade it shot for shot darn near, and then it goes, it did the T, and we're like, Twisted, Twister again, and then it's Twisters, and you're like,
I thought it was a parody at first.
we did
even
too,
more
dude. It was so
spinning.
funny.
I thought it was going to be a parody.
Twister
Well,
again.
Monkey. Anybody see the trailer for Monkey Man?
That one looks wild. It
Dev
kind of looks
Patel.
like Wick or something.
Yeah,
Dev Patel and Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Oh, dude! Before I forget, this weekend, me and the boy. Saturday night. I'm sorry, Friday night. We watched The Beekeeper
Oh, what'd you think?
with Jason Statham.
And
So
yeah.
good.
so good because
Save the
it's
bees.
what it is.
So good. Oh man, dude.
Is there any action in it?
A+++. Going in knowing it's a Jason Statham. Shoot 'em up.
Yeah.
I love his flicks, man.
It's no Megalodon 2.
It's not. There's no love
Or
story.
The Meg 2.
There's no love story.
Right.
It just is what it is. It's a John Wick style. You piss the wrong guy off.
Right. High
and
budget.
The bad guy gets it.
A high budget B movie.
So, oh, dude, Jeremy Irons is in it.
Oh, I love Jeremy Irons. Scar.
Jeremy Irons and the kid from Hunger Games, Josh Hutcherson.
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 Is it Hutcherson?
The guy from yeah, he annoys the hell out of me.
Yeah. Oh, he gets it.
He gets it in The Beekeeper?
He gets it.
I'm gonna watch it.
That guy annoys you?
Yeah.
Oh, I think he's great.
His face just annoys the
he
hell
does
out
have
of
a
me.
punchable face. He's got a bad guy face.
He's got a punchable face.
I have a hard time watching anything he's in. I didn't care about his character in the Hunger Games.
Same.
Like, kill him. Just kill him.
Get the old lady with the bow and arrow and kill him.
What's up with that? Because I feel the same way.
I don't know what that is.
Any movie he's in, there's a really funny show he was in.
It's like he's too cute or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he was.
What was the name of the show where the people? He's like he was on Hulu or something, and like these people come from like a dystopian future. He's like right in the middle of Joey,
Was he Shark
and
Boy?
like these two heroes like step through a portal, and he's just like, and he gets caught. That's how he's supposed to be the savior of the future, and he just gets caught Joeying in the first episode. And I was like, that's
Oh no, it was good.
yeah, it was pretty funny. It was like it's definitely like a satire take on like that kind of genre. It was pretty.
Oh,
funny,
he's the bad guy in the Beekeeper. And there was the line, they say to Jason Statham, "Who are you?" He goes, "I'm the beekeeper."
I'm the beekeeper.
Right.
I keep these bees. See,
Have you ever seen?
we get it.
You ever seen those arguments about the best movie that has the movie title in it, like the best line, the best delivered line of the movie title in it? That's all I think of every time I see
A movie like that.
just a movie that like says its title in it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like there's always some line
You
that's
too.
built in, and
you're gone with the wind.
yeah, it always feels like
I don't think that's in there.
you could have left that out. It almost always, every time you
Yeah.
see it, you go, oh, almost could have left that out.
They're the best. You have to have them.
Anybody else see the Beekeeper? Man,
Where'd you see it at?
I don't know. It was online. It was my son found it.
Okay.
Saturday night, I watched the new Mission Impossible. It's pretty good. I know it got thrashed and didn't do well in the theaters, but
You saw that, right?
it was
Yeah,
just
we
good.
saw
was
it.
awesome.
It was fine.
It was as good.
Nowhere
Was
the
near the
jump
best.
good?
It was a Mission Impossible. There was some cool stuff in it.
The
Tom
jump
Cruise
pretty
running.
It was
jumping.
it was a letdown as far as like story. It was just action. It's like here's some
It's part
action
one.
for 2 hours.
Hey, if we're talking about catching up with modern times, I watched the John Wick, the very first one, all the way through. And
Oh,
it's
you did.
awesome.
It's a great movie, right?
It is awesome.
So you'll like the Beekeeper.
Okay. I can't wait. Well, I love Statham films because they're ridiculous.
It's the same thing.
Dude,
I've only seen Crank out of his
The
films.
best.
I've never seen any other Statham movies.
we'll just picture
Which is
that
great.
movie, but same kind of thing.
It's
Just a different
one
name.
of those, and just like with Bob Odenkirk, nobody.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You pissed off the wrong guy.
Is Statham a dad?
No, Statham is a lone
Beekeeper.
wolf who
That-
keeps bees.
That Hutcherson kid was in a movie, basically a space version of Jumanji called Zathura. that we always really liked. It was like a good movie for the kids. Yeah, Dax Shepard is in it, and
what is that?
It's literally
the same
Jumanji
game,
in space.
Yeah. Wow.
Jumanji in space.
All right, back to the commercials real quick.
But I think that's a John Favreau film.
Ask
One
one
of his early
question.
ones.
Sure.
Is there a scene in Beekeeper, having never seen it, where he has to smoke people out? In some ways, like, this is an old trick I learned.
No.
Keeping the bees. Smoke them out.
Ooh.
Close?
He doesn't.
Is there a parallel made of some sort?
Does he pull his pants down at any point and have a bee stinger in his butt?
No.
All right. Well,
No.
I don't know if I'm watching it.
Man.
Am I dancing around it?
Yeah, but he doesn't say it.
But he does it. That's all I need to know.
He also finds very clever ways to kill people. It's great. Anyway, okay, so more commercials real quick. The T-Mobile Magenta status spokesperson was that commercial with everybody in it and their mom, like Bradley Cooper,
Jason
and his
Momoa.
mom, Laura Dern, Jennifer Hudson, Common was in it.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, the auditions.
Momoa was
I know what you're talking about.
T-Mobile with Donald Faison and
Yeah, the auditions one was cute.
Zach Braff.
That was bad? That was on the bad list?
No, it was good. Aubrey Plaza with the Mountain Dew ad. That was a pretty good one, too. All right, here's what Billboard says. Billboard's top 10. Ice Spice for Starry. Post Malone for Bud Light. Dan Levy for Homes.com.
Oh, yeah.
The T-Mobile commercial with Jennifer Hudson and everybody. Cardi B for NYX, NYX. I must have that one with the duck lips. The Paramount Plus with the Creed song.
That's a good one.
Oh, right.
I had seen that one already, but it was really good.
With Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, the Uber Eats commercial was 3. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck for Dunkin' was 2, and Beyonce for Verizon. That was Billboard's #1 spot.
Here's this list. Here's one of them. There's 100 of them, of the worst title lines. Here's one. We're some kind of suicide squad. The next one is, I'd like to take his face off.
Yeah.
You know, like
Movies with the title in it.
Yeah, she's gone, baby, gone. Let's see, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Like when you see these delivered in the script, you know, you're just like,
Yeah.
we already
Yeah.
know the title. Welcome to Con Air.
Gentlemen, welcome to The Rock.
Yeah, that was that one.
That was
too.
actually a good one. That was a
That
good
one, too.
sneak one. You know what surprised me on the commercials, dude? The amount of money Temu has. There were so many.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, I've been saying Temu wrong. I've
Yeah.
been saying Temu.
Temu? No, it's Temu.
I think that's why they did that commercial so many times. Because they're like, these Americans are saying
Do you think
this
they just
wrong.
switched it for the Super Bowls? Like, let's see
Who's
if people
ordering
start
that
saying it
stuff?
This way.
That
Oh,
they
yeah.
have that kind of money.
Everyone.
What is that?
It's trash.
It's a Chinese market
It's like
where you,
Wish.
Where you buy
It's Wish,
cheap things,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Where you get super cheap stuff. It's basically all those fake ones. You know, there's like a fake shoe one, a fake this, a fake that, or whatever. It's basically the mass market, the Amazon version of that.
Where you buy knockoffs?
Yeah, well, you can
Yeah,
go
yeah.
buy, if you want a desk, you go buy the desk, it gets shipped to your house, and it'll be the size of like a pencil. You know, it's just tiny. And everything's always smaller. There's nothing
Yeah,
correct.
sometimes you're not
The
paying-
lights probably don't work.
Yeah,
it's really
like
cool
you
products.
you need to read all the print on the website kind of thing. But, you know, they do well because people get crazy cheap stuff.
And if you go to their site, they have a little wheel that'll spin, and sometimes you get like 100% off or something.
Wow.
And whatever their best one is, somehow magically every time I've hit that, it stops right on the
100%
best
off?
one, and I have to like sign up for it, and then I'm going to get that deal.
Ha.
They're very generous.
Yeah, they had a lot of money, I guess, to spend on ads. Each ad was, what, $7 million apiece?
7 million for 30
million?
seconds, right? Or was that 60 seconds?
Was it $7 million for
I thought it was because that's what they said the Kennedy ad cost was $7 million.
$7 million? All right, there's one more thing on the Super Bowl. And I forgot to bring this up when we were talking about the actual game itself. Did anybody catch Patrick Mahomes' weird snicker after one of his comments during the postgame show?
No, we've heard it before,
He
though.
seems like a weird dude.
Just know that the Kansas City Chiefs are never underdogs. Just know that.
I like it.
Did you hear that? It's like Peter Griffin.
Know that the Kansas City Chiefs are never underdogs. Just know that.
I like
He's
it.
bleeding. It sounds like a sheep. That's awesome. That makes me like it more.
tuna.
Oh, man. Oh my gosh! Just speaking of Peter Griffin. Oh no, I'll bring it up later. There was a immediately like the internet made like a GIF about something that was so funny using Peter Griffin. I don't
During the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Was there a halftime?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the roller skating thing.
Roller skating
wait.
thing was weird.
Dude, no, that was
Don't say it's
awesome.
weird.
That was the best part of it.
Yeah, there's a clip of
Great.
Peter Griffin.
On Tron.
That's what
we have roller skating and Tron. And
Yeah, we wanted them in overtime where they have to do roller skates to make it a little more fun for the overtime.
Yeah,
Everyone skates around the field.
I thought that was cool.
Well, I'm glad you all had fun at your parties.
Thank you.
And we're
Glad
glad
you had fun at your parties.
we're glad that you had fun at your non-party.
Yeah, you
By not opening the
nonconformist.
doors anymore.
Stewing in my damn it.
You didn't go to your party, make a sandwich, or go Chiefs. You completely flipped your weekend.
Wow.
I mean, I don't even know who you are right now.
I did. I blew it, guys. I blew it. Well, listen, I want to make good today. Because today there are two big days today. One, it's National Hug Day. Okay, today's National Hug Day, which is the perfect holiday to celebrate for Valentine's week. It's amazing how a simple gesture like a hug could just melt your troubles away. And on a day where I have to break it to the kids, they're probably going to state schools.
Nothing wrong with that. That's what I went to. Nothing wrong with that.
Hugs can help lower stress and blood pressure and reduce cravings and have so many other benefits. So today is National Hug Day. Moon, are you a hugger?
Yeah.
Are you a hugger?
I wasn't growing up. It's not my family's. It's not my nurture, but it is my nature.
Moon's a hugger. Rafe's a hugger.
Yeah.
Rafe's a hugger. Scott?
Oh, yeah. Definitely a hugger.
Scott's a hugger. Lern?
No.
I'm not either.
Don't touch me. I'm not touching you. Don't touch me.
Right?
No, I hug
Am I-
everybody.
Oh,
Are you kidding
I
me?
thought I had
Look
somebody-
at me, dude. Everybody who hugs me picks me up. It's like,
Hey, you and my parents, man, you're good.
Man, I thought I had...
I'm not salty
I thought we
at
had
all.
something.
I hug people I hate.
Not hugging somebody is not indicative of their saltiness.
Yeah. My mother and I hug, but my parents do not hug others.
No, it's not.
I got hugs from...
For real?
Oh,
Yeah.
you did? Favorite.
Wow.
King Scott.
Terry and
Hug your
Belinda
mother.
taught
He is
me
more
to hug
loved.
my friend's parents. Maybe kiss me. Good night.
That's right.
More unlocked memories.
I've been hugging ever since.
You know what sucks about you is you were not a hugger, and I know that, and so I respect your boundary, and I don't hug you or just touch you at all. Like,
Thank you.
I can high five with Moon. I hug Rafe. I hug King
I
Scott
always
before
take
the
a
show.
good high five.
Yeah.
You know.
Thank you.
I used to think it was super strange, just because I grew up in a household that I never saw that really. So like, I remember when people were like hugging in high school. I'm like, what are you doing? That's for like family reunions and stuff. Like, you just saw this person yesterday. This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It took me a minute to kind of understand.
Nothing's worse than hugging a person and it's like a dead hug.
What you mean?
Where
a
they're
dead
kind of
hug?
like,
I'm not
they
going to
don't
give you a
want
bad
it, and
hug.
you
If-
just,
if we do
it's so
wind up
awkward.
hugging, it's not going to be a bad
Straight
hug.
arm?
I'm going to go all out.
Yeah, and they don't, or the light, they hardly, if you're going to hug, do it with conviction.
What's the standard? I go
You're
in.
going to hug, kiss, I said.
I go in on the cross.
I dip.
I put my hands at the base
do
of their
a dip.
bottom, and then I hug
Pivot.
that way.
Use that as a pivot point.
Yeah.
I slowly envelop and let people feel my strength because it's also a power move.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like a loving power move to be like, I could crush you if I wanted to. Never forget that.
I always try to go, I'm 5'3", and I always try to hug people above their shoulders.
Oh,
like an idiot. Because otherwise, I'm only left with I always have to hug people at
Weird.
their waist.
Yeah.
Like Chris Frank, who's on KSU in the mornings, he's 7 foot tall.
7 foot tall.
And I always go above his arm, and then he always picks
Yeah.
me up for the hug. It's cute.
Yeah, you're just a belt. Like when you're hugging
I am a fanny pack.
a 7 foot guy. You grab me and go, what am I doing down here?
If you were to pick a celebrity to hug you,
Oh, my God, really?
yeah, give me a celebrity.
Goldie Hawn.
You want a Goldie Hawn
I would.
hug?
That's where you went?
That's
Goldie Hawn, I feel like I would just have her love and energy and light would just come through me. Like anybody. Kate
choice.
Hudson, Oliver Hudson, Goldie, Kurt Russell. I want to hug
That's
that whole
mine.
family.
The whole family.
Yeah, the son, what's the brother or his son?
Oliver?
Wyatt.
Oliver. Yeah.
Wyatt.
He seems like a wonderful fella.
If you could be hugged by anyone, I've never thought about that question.
They're Kurt Russell would be like the hug I never got from my dad's. You know, he's just
You're right.
he is this generation's Atticus Finch. That's why he played that character in Vanilla Sky. He's like the dad character we all wish we had. Just give you a big hug,
What about you, man?
Tell you it's okay.
hold your shoulders, and be like, "Proud of you, son."
Who you hugging, dude?
Andy Reid.
That's a good one too,
That's
man.
a good one.
I'd hug Andy Reid.
I feel like he's just going to let you hug him.
Nah, I bet you he's a great hugger.
You think so? Huh. I'm going to think about that one.
I don't know. I feel like he needs a hug after Travis Kelce almost killed him.
He breathes this in the locker room, okay? He's not mad. Everybody's trying to talk crap on the Chiefs because of that and be like, oh, you're all rooting, the guy you're all rooting for, look at him now. It's like, shut up. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, I think for me, trying to break into Hollywood, the guy I would like to hug most is Harvey Weinstein. I think he'd help me.
Yeah.
Get
Oh,
my foot-
Scott, no.
What? I was just trying
That's
to
a
get
good
in
one.
Hollywood.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, man.
You know, beyond National Hug Day, also something quite enjoyable. And this is true. And people give us, no pun intended, crap all the time for talking about our bathroom habits. A lot.
Yeah.
Okay. But I woke up this morning and I went, you know what? Scott Rizzuto, you're not going to bring up toilet talk today.
Right.
There's going to be no toilet talk on the show today.
Welcome to Toilet Talk.
No toilet talk. Can you go a day without talking about your bowel movements? And I said, yeah, I can. And this is me talking to myself in the morning.
On the toilet.
And I get to work today, and it's National Poop Day.
You got to be kidding.
My
Did you get us a card?
Today is actually, and you go look this up, National Poop Day. It's always celebrated the Monday after the Super Bowl.
Because nobody's doing it. Everybody's constipated.
Oh.
Or not. Or they have diarrhea.
Oh, poop. Poop, 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 poop.
Yeah, that was the #1 most played song on my Spotify last year.
Nice.
Scott, you're credited as a writer on that, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Great
thought
lyrics.
I came up with the words.
Yeah, I could see your signature in there.
National Poop Day was created at the Madison Children's Museum back in 2016 as a, quote, fun way to explore an aspect of human life that is important to our daily health. So real quick before we hit the break, some stats.
Bring
and then
them.
You want them?
Yep.
You want them?
I
Here
want
we
'em.
go.
Real quick,
Want 'em?
you know that's civilizations like thousands of years from now. You know how sometimes like things disappear and then random things from civilizations just kind of survive. That's going to be one of the things that survives and outlives all the great things that we figured out and all the technological advances. And they're going to look back and say, you know, back in the 2000s, they used to celebrate their bowel movements. They actually had a holiday for it. It says right here, look at this. Here's a recording of a holiday that they had in this particular country, this part of the planet, National Poop Day.
Yeah.
That was one of their focal points.
All right, so some stats. 46% of Americans will only poop with other people around if it's an emergency. 63% of Americans admit to holding off on pooping around a date or a significant other. 46% of Americans avoid dairy products around their significant other just to minimize the chances of needing to go around them.
Wow.
And 48% of Americans avoid eating spicy food around a significant other to prevent having to go to the bathroom. Now, according to a recent poll by All American Waste Services, the states that poop the most per day,
Yeah.
Michigan, Idaho, and New Jersey. The states that poop the least amount per day,
Show me Missouri.
Montana,
Somebody there.
Indiana,
Iowa.
and Missouri.
Yeah. Look
Look at us.
Yep.
Y'all are hung up on it.
Top 3 least poopers in America.
I believe it.
That's wild. You know, that's like a natural thing too. I noticed we, and we'll get to it in a little bit, but I had my first experience at a local restaurant franchise that we talk about a lot on this show.
Yep.
And I'll give you the full review. But as we were leaving, one of the kids was like, "Yo, I gotta, you know."
Yeah. Deuces.
Yeah, and I said, "Just go, man. The bathroom's pretty nice in there." And he was like, "No, man, not in public. And I would never." And I was like, "Oh, you got to get used to it, dude. It's freedom. It's freedom, dude. Just go in there and not care." And he's like, "What if somebody's next to me?" I was like, "That's even better. Just get over the fear. Just tackle the fear. Immerse yourself in the fear, and find freedom. Do it." He didn't do it.
Now, when you fold, when you do the requisite paperwork at the end,
Yes.
are you folding or are you wadding?
Fold.
It's going to upset everybody,
Are
but
you
I'm a water,
You're
dude.
a water?
Ew.
Yep. And I think about the judgments that have been cast upon me each time, and I don't care.
You're a folder, you're a water. Rafe?
I'm a recovering water, and now I'm a folder.
I'm a folder.
I'm a folder.
Yeah, I'm organized. I fold.
Meticulous folds.
More people fold than wad. 44% of people fold, 22% wad. How many squares do you use?
Too many, I'll admit.
Too many, yeah.
I'm a waster.
5 to 8? More? Less?
I like the 4. I have to keep it even, right at 4.
4 squares?
I'm a 4 to 6 per because I double over.
Yeah, I'm the same.
And
I'm probably a 5 to 8er.
Well, I'm saying I'm a 4 to 6 per, and there's at least 2 or 3 rounds, just to be sure. I'm an overdoer.
I take 1 square. I fold it 37 times onto the tip of my finger. And then I ride the lightning.
Oh, my God. No.
I care about the environment.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's mighty green of you.
And Mighty Brown.
Yeah, mighty green and brown of you. All right, we got to take a break, but first, and that is brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, St. Louis's home for Blues hockey from Florissant, Missouri. Morgan Garvey is our
Morgan.
Morgan is a podcast weirdo that has never missed a show for the past 8 years that she has listened. She loves Lern's perspective.
Nice.
Loves her cat advocacy as well.
Hell yeah.
Rafe's blunt honesty, King Scott's one-liners, Moon's positive outlook on life, and everything about our supreme overlord, me.
Nice.
Loves the games, loves when we play Password because she loves to participate with the gang while they play. Also looks forward to being a Team Riz member before her husband. Well, there you go, Morgan. Morgan Garvey from Florissant is our Team Riz member of the day. Get the super sweet Team Riz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. Yes, it is the Rizzuto Show presented by the Fast Lane. You'll be hearing that for the next 30 days. Crowd on celebrities after the break at 7:15. Monday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is coming up Sunday, June 2nd. It's time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. We have delays 55 northbound between Union and Virginia. Average speeds 20 miles an hour. Your point forecast, snow and rain south of St. Louis. Chilly for the rest of us. High of 45. Right now it's 33 at the Point Studio.
All right, Lern, what do you got for us?
Usher halftime show, the room is divided. Rock Hall nominees for this year, Ozzy ruled the weekend, and the weirdest things that have ever been pressed into vinyl records. Think about it. You probably know some of them, but we're going to get into a lot of them.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. All that and more next in your Crab on Celebrity. Stay there. Presented by the Fast Lane. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ. Show your emails. RizShow at 1057thepoint.com. Sex Time Fun Facts coming up. Sex Toy of the Week. Hopefully we'll have time to play 3 and 5. Give away some fabulous prizes, including tickets for Riz Show Live coming up in not too long.
Soon.
Yeah.
Coming up soon. March 2nd. Pageant.
Boy.
Tickets courtesy of Yingling. Yeah, that's sooner. Sweating now.
I know.
sooner than later. We got tickets for 30 Seconds to Mars. We got tickets for Green Day and tickets for Point Fest 2024. Y'all been to Red Rocks for a show?
Oh, twice, dude. It's
Twice?
the best.
I've been probably 10 or 12 times,
12 times?
and never seen a show.
Huh?
It's always passing through, or that's like a good place to stay.
Yeah.
Bus-wise, you know, because they have bus parking.
Oh.
And I've actually never seen a show.
Never seen a show there, huh?
Mm-mm.
Have you seen a show there?
I have. I saw the Avett Brothers several times, and I saw. I did yoga.
You did?
They do yogas on Sundays at Red Rocks.
yeah.
It's kind of cool, dude. And I don't like yoga. You know me. Look at me, people. I do not like yoga. But it was still cool because it's like the way it's shelved out. You just like.
Well, it's a
sit.
natural amphitheater, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
it's
use
kind
it.
of cool.
They use it every day. Like every day, there's people running in
Yeah.
there. That's what I remember doing.
Yeah. Scott, you seen a show there?
I've not. I've been to its cousin, the Gorge.
The
but not
Gorge in
there.
Washington,
Yeah.
right?
Cool.
Yeah, we played there 100 times.
Yeah, I've been there a bazillion times, but never Red Rock.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Red Rocks.
I'll say this about
That's
it,
cool.
because I've seen Incubus and Deftones 1,000 times in various venues around the Midwest. And whenever they toured through Red Rocks, this had to have been like 2016, 2017, went to go see them. The artists take on a new level of their performance.
Everybody plays up.
They play up because it is a very spiritual place. Like you can feel the energy of the mountains.
I think
that
everybody
place.
thinks of that U2. Wasn't U2 the U2 video film there with the?
Which one? The Rattle and Hum DVD?
I don't know. It's the like they have the fire on the side of the stage.
I've never
and
seen that.
I think everybody gets the idea of Red Rocks from that.
You ever seen any of those YouTube DVDs? Mm-mm. Yo, that Rattle and Hum DVD is awesome.
Is it really?
Rattle Hum's good. Actually, the soundtrack to it's good as well.
It's it's
All I
Skip to
know
Malou was
is
good.
Brandon Boyd and Chino Marino were otherworldly at Red Rocks.
Well, I bring up Red Rocks because volunteers have collected 50 pounds of gum from beneath the seats.
Idiots.
50 pounds, man. That's
50
awesome.
pounds. They say that's from 1 year. 1 year of people putting their gum under seats at Red Rocks.
What the hell's wrong with people?
50 pounds. The Friends of Red Rocks is an all-volunteer organization that spends 1 week and a month cleaning up the trails that surround the venue, and they also make sure the venue itself is in the best possible shape. Apparently, one of their ongoing challenges has been scraping the wads of dried chewing gum out from under the benches where some audience members tend to stick them.
I just want to know who decided, hey, you know what? I just collected one of these off. Let's just save it and see how many pounds we're going to get of this gum.
Yeah.
I'll say this. If you park, because when you park at Red Rocks, you're kind of parking in the mountains a little bit because they only have so much parking lot. You're parking on a street that gets up there, essentially. And if you they have all these little bathroom holes, like essentially are old school outhouses. So if you got to go and everybody else, they
Just
huddle
go,
around
man.
the outhouse, it's literally a hole in the ground.
Whoa,
Oh,
no
yeah.
way. I didn't know
pretty-
that.
It's
they
pretty
have-
cool, you guys.
They have a
Pretty
half
cool.
moon parking lot.
Sounds very Colorado, very crunchy.
Hey, you
I
guys
was.
have been there. Have you been to the museum? Did you see the museum in the back?
There's a
No, I did
museum?
not.
So if you go to the very, very top and then go down on the other side, like over that little cliff area, there is a museum, and it's got
Really?
super cool Beatles stuff and like others, obviously the history of who's played there and all that kind of stuff. I think it's open during the day. It's a cool little run.
Listen, as a reminder here in a Facebook post, the group is the gum scraping crew. They've worked to clean strangers' gums off benches for the past 3 years. They say, again, they removed more than 50 pounds of gum during 2023 alone. The benches look so amazing and clean. Friendly reminder: gum is not allowed at Red Rocks.
Do they do it during the winter so it's cold and kind of chips off?
That's a good idea.
Maybe 50 pounds just in 1 year.
I think we were there once when it was covered in snow too, and it's cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it's one of those. I'd like to see something out there.
Go see a favorite of yours out there.
That's what I'd like to see.
There you go.
That's what I often wonder if are the bands playing up or is the environment, because it is natural acoustics like the dinosaur rock on one side, and it's such a cool place to see a show. It's chicken egg. I'm like, are the artists playing up or are they just playing a concert in a real cool venue so you're feeling you're feeling a little extra cool for being there?
It's definitely both, especially if you I'll say this, if you get to see a band play Red Rocks for their first time, I bet you that is something real special.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I saw Langhorne Slim there and he ran all the way up to the top of it and it was a pretty dope show.
Okay, U2 at Red Rocks was Under a Blood Red Sky. Was
That's neat.
their concert
What year?
film. That was 83.
Damn, that would be neat.
1983, where they got the giant cauldrons of fire on the side of the stage. So check that out, Under a Blood Red Sky. And that really, I think everybody who plays Red Rocks thinks their concert's going to look like that.
I saw 9 Inch Nails there in 22, and
Whoa.
I don't think that I love 9 Inch Nails and seen them a lot too, but for some reason, that sort of show I wanted to see indoors. I feel like maybe more industrial, like a smaller club for 9 Inch Nails. I've seen that, and it's much cooler.
Yeah, because they got a lot of light boards and stuff like that, and
And it didn't
outside that doesn't
translate.
translate well.
But-
I've seen 9 Inch Nails outside too, and it's like,
But Incubus, I mean, it was spectacular because I just feel like that band is one with the earth.
Oh, okay,
Go ahead.
hippie.
Yeah, go ahead and hit me with it.
One with the earth.
Yeah.
All right, here's
Take your shirt off.
here's our resident hippie. We'll crap on celebrities. You guys are so one with the earth. Play Pardon Me.
By the way, they're redoing Morning View, and they just released Echo last week, and it's a completely different take on that song. So if you are a Morning View Incubus fan and you want to hear what
And I am.
Dude, the end of it, they do this kind of crescendo action. Brandon Boyd sounds older because he re-recorded it older, but what they did to that song made it better than the original. I'm looking forward to that entire re-release.
I just want to hear Fungus Among Us, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude.
And
Something
some-
earthy.
Who's
Yeah.
got the green?
I want them to redo Enjoy.
All right, time
right.
to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Bright House Plumbing. Call the best, flush the rest. BrightHouseCo.com, 636-600-0188. Ursher put on clinic for the Apple Music Super
Did he?
Bowl 58 halftime show. There was singing, dancing, and roller skating, and we went through the decades of our youth at the club. I have a couple of sound bites, Riz, if you would.
You and Tony Romo can go away, dude.
You could go to hell.
That was the best halftime show we've seen in 10 years.
Get out of
I
here.
agree.
Get out of
It
here.
was
Sure, dude.
tight.
It was exactly what it's supposed to do, and
Get
nothing
outta
more and
here.
nothing less. It was spectacular.
It was okay.
It made every single person in the room
I
happy.
was bored.
I was going into it not excited, and then when Alicia Keys came out, I go, I'm living
You
for
think this was better than Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg?
As far as overall, yes.
Performance-wise?
Dude, four
Get outta
generations.
here.
4 generations
You know
in our
why?
house enjoyed it.
I thought to myself, they're not trying too hard. Sometimes people try so hard on Rihanna coming
Exactly.
in on the stairs, walking down, and I'm like, he just did a performance and it was cool.
It was awesome.
And they had all
Sweating his ass off.
the statuesque dancers, and then the roller skate thing was dope, dude.
Listen,
Yeah,
you know,
that was
I always-
amazing.
You know, my favorite of all time was Maroon 5. So
Please.
that is.
It
Yeah,
felt
that's
like
the bar.
2003.
I
That's
thought
the
it was
bar.
good. I just thought it was like
In the
I
right
felt like
way.
I was
It was
watching
okay.
a really good concert and not somebody trying too hard to do a Super Bowl.
It was okay.
But they're all okay.
You're weird,
This was a
dude.
better version of okay.
They're not
I
all
agree.
okay.
Listen.
Prince, outstanding.
Yeah, okay.
Tom
That's
Petty,
Prince.
outstanding.
That's Tom
Okay, so
Petty.
Usher
You're
isn't
biased.
Prince. That's,
Usher is like, I think people underestimate him. And he had so many things. He came out all decked out in white. He had the one glove. I think that's his paying homage to Michael Jackson, who was his idol growing up. He comes out singing Caught Up. Then we didn't know who the special guests were going to be. Alicia Keys, gorgeous. Play it. I have some Alicia
that was cool.
Keys.
That piano was dope.
And
Yeah,
maybe
that piano
it's
was
because
wild.
I don't know many Usher songs.
And that's the thing.
okay, maybe,
That's okay.
And that is okay.
They were all hits.
I knew
And
everyone.
we all knew everyone in this.
I knew this song here. This one.
Y'all say, I'm so caught up, got me feeling it. Know what it is, but it's sexy, got me twisted. I'm so
Okay, and when he did that song, I was like, oh, okay, I know that.
Okay.
It took me like a minute to figure out, oh, I know that one, okay.
All right.
That marching band horn section was dope.
It was super cool. Whoever was the MD, I don't know if it was Blackstone or not, but I think they just nailed it. It was super tight, super hit driven. It wasn't too much. It was fun with the costume changes. I thought the guests were
I
out
was
there
not
for the perfect amount of
I was
time.
not captivated. I was like, okay.
Oh my God, you're
They had a
so
marching
salty.
band.
I'm not
Captivated.
salty.
And a halftime show.
Can you please play the Alicia Keys that I have here? This woman, we saw her at St. Louis Music Park a couple years ago. This woman is so gifted, and she came out. She just exudes happiness. Her face is gorgeous, and they were so cute together. Everybody's like, Swizz Beatz, her husband better watch out.
All right, here's Alicia Keys and Usher.
She sounds different than she did in her youth.
All right, it is good.
I think I got your number, Gloria.
I forgot
Give
how
me my
talented she
Alicia
is.
Keys, damn it. This was so good.
Oh, okay.
I hate you so much right now. Then,
All right.
okay.
The first note did not go as planned.
No, it didn't. But you know what? She's keeping it
singing
real.
for real,
She's
though.
singing.
I know
Yeah.
she's singing
Goodness.
for real. She's singing for real.
Yeah,
I think
all
she
the
did
people.
it on purpose so people would know she was singing for
Yeah, all the people out there that are all like, "Oh, she's terrible." Go watch your favorite
I
rock band. And if they
never
fall off
said-
the stage, the vocals are still
I
going.
never said she's terrible.
She's she's
I just
excellent.
Alicia Keys. You know, playing the big red piano. I go, cool, Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
Just sit here with this.
She found it then.
How you like that?
Found it by the second line.
Yeah, that's okay. Cool.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
That's nice.
tingly.
Oh,
I'm
my
tingly in my
gosh.
wiener, kind of.
Then, a little later, Jermaine Dupri appeared to hype the crowd up before the performance of Confessions. You know that song.
Is that who the guy in the helmet was?
Yeah, that was Jermaine.
He was in the glasses ball.
No, Jermaine Dupri was the guy that looked like he had the short pants on.
I was in the RoboCop helmet, dude. I could not figure out
That
who
was
that was.
Will.i.am.
Dude,
That was a little bit later.
I wish you guys could have seen it. So it's me,
Sorry.
Scott, and Mark from the 2SG. You know, so I'm standing next to the 2SG, and when the My Confessions thing came on, all three of us are mumbling the Weird Al version, basically. It was,
You guys are nerds.
It turned into a Weird Al fest right there.
Yeah.
Then her comes out with a guitar, shreds.
Okay, didn't know who that was.
Okay, that's your bad. Leading into Bad Girl and You Got It Bad. Then the grand finale, Will.i.am, Lil Jon. I mean, turned down for what? Took me right back to floating on the
that
huzzah.
part. I like that part.
All right,
'cause
you like that
I know
And
I know
Ludacris.
that song.
And Luda
Ludacris.
came out.
Big shoes.
In giant boots.
So here's a little bit of Lil
Ready for the
Jon, the
snow.
East Side Boys with Yeah. And you know what?
I like this part.
We're going to take you to Usher on the 25th and 26th of October at the
You know what?
Enterprise Center. We're going to
You
let
don't
you
wanna
have a
go with
little.
me.
Oh, yeah, I do. And we're going to go on the
I'm going
floor.
to complain the entire time. You know that.
Well, congratulations to Usher. And he may cap this historic performance at the Super Bowl halftime show after dating his girlfriend, Jen, for more than 5 years. They obtained a marriage license in Las Vegas last night or yesterday
that's
to get
cute.
married as
What a
well.
great weekend for him.
I think he killed
Caught
it.
up.
I'm
Yeah,
happy
caught up.
for him.
What are the reviews? Is anybody
thought it
reading
was
reviews of this?
really
1,000 stars.
Yeah, everybody loved it.
I read it was 1,000 stars.
I saw one
Hey,
complaint.
good
You
review.
know
Don't
for
look
a
it up.
fact, everybody that was hating it still loved the fact that they were all hoping to see somebody totally eat it
I saw some Gen Xer
on-
post.
on the roller skates.
Hey, this is like when your parents, when your Rolling Stones did the halftime show, just let Gen X have it.
You gotta admit though, you were waiting for somebody to totally fall
Oh,
yeah.
On the roller
on
skates.
the
Oh,
roller
yeah.
skates. And Usher almost
He
took
almost
took
did
a
it.
dip there.
Yeah. But the costume changes were quick. I just thought the whole choreographic experience was completely
Well, I'm
spot
glad
on.
you enjoyed it.
That was
Because
cool.
there's
John
one
always
person in
delivers.
Wildwood who did not.
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
I saw Lil Jon at the Sykeston Boot Hill Rodeo. You want to talk about a fish out of water, and he crushed it.
Yeah.
But
I'm a Lil
most
Jon
country
fan.
white people you could imagine. Post-pandemic, putting their 4-year-old kids on their shoulders and dancing from the unedited to the window to the wall. Yeah, nobody said nothing.
Sweat.
And I was like,
Down
"That's the
your
greatest
balls.
day of my life."
Hell
Lil
yeah.
Jon is the healing we needed in a post-pandemic world. Who
I
knew?
agree. Also this weekend, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Foundation announced its list of class of 2024 nominees. I'm going to go through them.
All right, let's make our picks. And hey, Scott.
Hey.
Scott, are you on the phone?
What are we doing?
We're going to make our picks as to who's going to get in the Rock Hall this year.
Well, I'm going to read them.
Oh, yeah,
You guys
Here are
write
the
them down.
nominees.
Okay, let me
Everybody write theirs down. And
me get
Scott's
paper.
going to keep them in a safe place.
I got it
See
right
if
here.
Oh, Moon, you going to keep them?
Yeah.
Oh, Moon, you got him?
Everybody just
Okay.
fend for yourself. All right, here we go. So in
No, we can't fend for ourselves.
Alpha-
Somebody needs to take control here.
alphabetical order. Mary J. Blige, this is her second nomination to the Rock
No,
Hall.
not getting in.
Mariah Carey's first nomination. Cher's first nomination, and
Cher.
she has not commented yet, but back in December, she didn't have nice things to say about the Rock Hall. She says, you know what? I wouldn't be in now if they would given me $1 million. I'm not kidding. I'm never changing my mind. They just can't, they have no real say in her, so she's like probably not getting in. Anyway, Dave Matthews Band, their second nomination. Eric B. and Rakim, their first nomination. Foreigner's first nomination.
Oh, yeah.
Which they come up all the time as a band that deserves it. So for Foreigner, this nomination is long overdue. They've been eligible for since 2002. Mick Jones is the founder and last original member in the band. Lou Graham has long maintained that his relationship with Rolling Stone magazine and the late chairman Jan Winter kept them from being nominated. Peter Frampton's first nomination, he's really stoked. He's been eligible since 1997. Jane's Addiction, their second nomination. Kool and the Gang, a first nom for them. Lenny Kravitz, first nomination. Oasis, the first nomination. Sinead O'Connor, a posthumous first nomination.
Oh my gosh, slow down.
Who was that after Oasis?
Sinead O'Connor.
Lenny Kravitz first. That's his first.
I missed one.
Who was after that?
Oasis.
Oasis, that's their first as well?
Yes.
And then what was after that?
Sinead O'Connor, her first nomination.
Those between Frampton and Kravitz.
Kool and the Gang.
That's it.
Jane's Addiction.
Okay.
Got him.
Ozzy Osbourne's first nomination is
Ozzy
a
Osbourne's solo.
He's already in from 2006 with Black Sabbath. Sade's first nomination, and A Tribe Called Quest. This is their third.
All right, so of those, let's all pick 3. Who usually gets in? 4, 5, 4?
It's like more than that. 5, 6, 7.
Really?
Let's pick 4. Everybody picks 4.
Okay.
All right, Rafe.
4.
The O's have it. I think Osborne, Sinead O'Connor will get in posthumously. I think Oasis will probably get in. And then could be Mariah. Could be Tribe Called Quest.
Okay.
I think that's a coin flip.
Lern?
I'm going Foreigner, Frampton, Kravitz, Osbourne.
Okay.
Is this who we think is going to get in, or
Kravitz
this is who
first
we want
nomination,
in?
though?
Who we think?
Yeah, who do you think?
Tell me who you said.
Foreigner, Peter Frampton, Ozzy, and Lenny.
Man,
I would have said Cher if you would have said all that stuff about her talking trash.
man. So I am definitely. I'm definitely Ozzy. I think Ozzy's going in. I think Oasis is going in. Those are the two that I feel pretty confident in. The rest of them, dude, I don't know. Kool and the Gang. What? Give me some.
Celebrate good times.
Come on. Okay, and other than that,
It's too hot, too hot. I think so.
I mean, we're talking about folks. Are we talking about folks with like 1 or 2 hits?
Sometimes.
Ladies' night.
Cultural impact on music.
Gang.
Cultural impact.
Jungle
Okay.
Boogie,
on the road.
Kool and the Gang.
Then I'm going to be weird, and I'll say Kool and the Gang,
It's not a bad
Cherish, Kool and the Gang.
and I will say Mariah Carey.
Okay.
Its musical impact, influence on other artists, length and depth of career, body of work, as well as innovation and superiority in style and
Jane's
technique.
Addiction should get in again, but nobody knows what the hell
That's
they're
wrong.
doing over there. What do you mean that's wrong?
I just mean that's totally wrong, but go on. Riz for Jane's Addiction
no, I'm not.
because he
They're not
votes
going
only
to
with
get
his
in.
heart.
They're not going to get in because people are stupid.
But you want them to get in.
They
That's what
should
you're
get
doing.
in.
Yeah. Who else?
Who else?
They should get in.
Dave Matthews, of course. I know you.
Ozzy Osbourne will get in.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's 3. That's 4
No,
for
I
Ozzy.
didn't pick Jane's or.
So
I
what do you
said they should get in.
Okay, so should
Who
I just
are you
hold off?
picking?
What do you want to talk about?
I said they should get in. This is a list of who I think is going to get in.
Okay.
All right.
I'm
We're hearing the
erasing.
should
I'm
list
erasing.
first.
We do should first,
Oh.
and
I
won't
see.
because people are stupid.
All right, man. Just tell me when to start writing.
Ozzy will get in.
Okay.
Is that your vote?
We get 4.
I know. I'm asking you.
Yes,
am I
that is
right?
my vote.
Okay. Golly, man.
Ozzy.
Ozzy will get in.
That's 4 for Ozzy.
A Tribe Called Quest will get in.
Agreed.
So I voted for them last time. I don't know.
Foreigner.
Long shot.
They're my dark horse.
Name me the hits.
Oh, I want to know what love is. Jukebox
Hot-blooded.
Hero.
They got
Hot-blooded.
great songs, but that guy is right.
Urgent.
His affiliation with the Rolling Stones guy has hurt him, I think.
Yeah,
Feels
but-
like the first time. Woo! I'm
Jan
not done
Winter's
yet.
out,
I'm not
though.
done.
And this is their first time nominated.
Yes.
Interesting.
Sinead O'Connor probably will get in. Does not deserve it.
Agreed.
No offense.
Agreed.
That's a one song.
What?
What?
She had a huge impact on
She's gonna get
musical
in.
influence.
She will get in because she's passed.
Yes.
It's the death vote.
It's the death vote.
She get the death
She's
vote.
getting the tragedy vote.
That's 3 O's.
And you know what?
What?
Kate Bush last year got in, and that's a one-song chick.
Again, yeah, sorry to hear that. I'm sure she was great. I know she was great. Mm-hmm. But
Let's be honest.
That's not what this is for.
Nobody knows Sinead O'Connor other than the Prince song.
Yeah, we're not rewarding greatness here. They're rewarding like longevity and
Nobody
effect and all sorts of
knows
stuff.
Sinead O'Connor.
What about Cher?
Other.
Cher's had a huge impact, 50-plus years on
Cher
music.
I think so too. But like Rafe said, what you said that she said kind of takes her out of the running a little
No, they've
bit.
done that. Black Sabbath and Ozzy did that back in. They didn't attend their induction.
Rage didn't attend either.
So even if they say they don't care, they still get in. It's almost
still
like an
put 'em in.
FU to people that do that. So
Scott,
She might get in then.
your picks.
Doggone it. I didn't
Cher.
think about that. Yeah, I got Mariah, and I'm going to go Oasis, Sinead O'Connor, and Ozzy. Though, Sade should be in.
I hope Oasis gets in. Man, I love
Sade's amazing.
So good.
Mary J. Blige deserves it. And it's her 3rd time, but I don't think she'll get it over some of these other people.
James deserves it. Oasis deserves it.
Dave Matthews, don't you think?
Let's not sleep on Dave Matthews.
Yeah, he
That's his
deserves it
second.
too.
That's his second.
nominee ballots
good, man.
will be
I feel
sent
bad not voting
to
for him.
international voting body of more than 1,000 artists, historians, and members of the music industry. You can vote at vote.rockhall.com, and the ceremony will take place again sometime from Cleveland and air on Disney Plus, Hulu, and ABC. And just a reminder, Jan Winter, stepped down as chairman. So John Sykes is the new chairman of the foundation. So that does change things because Jan Winter has had such a weird relationship.
He ruled the Rock Hall with an iron fist.
He did.
So that's 3 for Mariah. That's 2 for Foreigner, 1 for Peter Frampton, 1 for Kool and the Gang, 3 for Oasis, 1 for Lenny Kravitz, 2 for Sinead O'Connor, 5 for Ozzy, and 2 for Tribe Called
Dude, go
Quest.
home and listen to some Foreigner today. Dude, I'm putting on Foreigner. I'm on my home.
You are?
I'm opening up all 4 windows.
Oh, my God.
Turning it up and ripping off the knob.
Is that a band though that you can listen to on the entire ride home? Let's say.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like Boston is like once I put it on, I want to listen to that sound for 2 records.
Foreigner's got some bangers.
And they're coming to town for their Farewell Part 2. So see them this year at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. Ozzy Osbourne and the estate of Donna Summer want nothing to do with Kanye West. You see this over the weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Ozzy says Kanye asked him if he could sample a live performance of Black Sabbath's Iron Man from his appearance at the U.S. Festival of 1983 with a track on his new album called Vultures. Ozzy refused, and then Kanye went ahead, used it anyway, playing the song last Thursday at a listening party in Chicago, to which Ozzy said he refused permission because Kanye West is an anti-Semite and has caused untold heartache to many. He goes, I want no association with this man.
Oh, that's the Us Fest.
I'm sorry, is it the Us Fest?
It's the Us. So
I never knew how to say that.
That's Steve Wozniak. That was his music festival.
The Us Festival?
Yeah.
I always thought it was the U.S. Festival. Anyway, AC/DC have announced their first tour since the Rock or Bust outing in 2015. Guess what, guys?
Are we not getting a date?
The Power Up Tour will start May 17th in Germany and will not come to the U.S.
Oh, that's got to
go over there.
change.
Dr. Dre and Snoop announced a gin and juice drink on Saturday, according to the details in a very not safe for work trailer on YouTube. The beverage will come in apricot, citrus, melon, and passion fruit juices. Beyonce is going country after her Verizon ad aired at the Super Bowl. She announced a new country album called Renaissance Act 2. It will be out on March 29th, and then released 2 songs from it, one called Texas Hold'em. It's twangy. The other one is called 16 Carriages.
Man, the whole world's gone country.
What's this sound like?
I haven't listened to it yet. Did you listen to it at all? New Beyonce?
Let me see. Do I have any of that? Here we go. Okay, here's some Beyonce.
This ain't Texas. Ain't no hold'em. Lay our cards down, 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 down. So park your Lexus and throw your keys out. Stick around, round, 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 round.
Look at that.
Did you see the promo
another
shot?
song, too.
I'm out.
Well, it sounds like. What do you think country music sounds like? Oh, this.
Here's another one.
Getting overwhelmed. I might cook clean, but still won't fall. Still working all my life, you know. Only God knows, only God knows, only God knows. 16 carriages driving away while I watch them ride with my fears.
It's okay.
Ah.
That's all right.
I'll never listen to it.
Yeah.
Did you see that commercial with Carl Weathers in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was sad. Well, we now
Think of Destiny.
the cause of death is now known. The actor, as we found out last week, passed away at the age of 76. And according to the death certificate, it was atherosclerotic cardiovascular
I hear
disease.
Dolph Lundgren is in hiding.
And anyway, natural causes is what it's being rolled out as. And he's getting cremated. We know so much from the family.
I think they were cutting him out of the commercial. They put
Yeah, you know what they said? They said, oh, now we have to edit it. All they did was put the text on there with his death date.
Yeah, which was a sweet thing.
I thought it was
Definitely,
sweet.
but we thought that it was, because when I first saw his face, I was like, oh, they didn't edit it.
That's what I said first. I go, they didn't edit it, guys.
Oh, my goodness.
They didn't edit him out. Then I'm like, why would they edit him out?
Right. Well, yeah, I didn't know the
Yeah, it's
premise
not
of the-
offensive.
I just didn't
Nice
know what
to
it
see him.
was. Maybe like I thought it was. They made it sound like there was like sensitive material in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But no.
Just a couple of miscellaneous things. Jon Stewart returns tonight to The Daily Show. O.J. Simpson has prostate cancer, currently undergoing treatment. And the Golden Bachelorette is officially happening. We had the Golden Bachelor. Now we will have the Golden Bachelorette, which will happen on ABC.
Yeah, wonderful.
Alice in Chains released the 30th anniversary LP edition of Jar of Flies with actual flies pressed into the vinyl. So what are some other weird things that bands have pressed into a vinyl record? Anything stand out in your brain?
Blood, I'm sure.
Yeah, blood.
Been done a million times.
Yeah.
Kiss did that.
I was seeing.
Oh, no,
them
that was a
probably.
comic book.
Blood's been a couple of times. So Blood of Celebrities, the album The Flaming Lips and the Heady Fweens, contained blood from Nick Cave, Sean Lennon, Kesha, and Chris Martin. Also blood from singer Meredith Graves of the band Perfect with their album Say Yes to Love. Also, Diarrhea has been pressed into albums.
No.
Yes, back in
Come on,
2004,
man.
the band Ray X or Raw X mixed, and I quote, hemorrhoid-infected diarrhea into a vinyl edition of their album, The Opium Den.
Yeah, I would have gone Butthole Surfers over under on that all day.
Man, every time you play that record, it stinks.
Also, Ashes from a Burned Bible, quite blasphemous, from the album Gravestone Skylines by Hellmouth.
Alert. Yeah, ooh, that's cool.
We're crazy.
We remember this one from last year. The Fall Out Boy had tears pressed into their vinyl album.
that's right.
So much for Stardust. And Marijuana Leaves, not surprisingly, was on the reissue of Dope Smoker from the band Sleep.
No
Seaman.
baby batter, huh?
Surprised.
No Baby Batter. No, not in this list.
Well,
Or it happens so commonly
we
that it
pressed the
doesn't make this list.
Rizzuto record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
Guaranteed.
Yep.
Anyway, that's your crap on celebrities.
Celebrities celebrating a birthday today. Robert Griffin III. That's the Heisman Trophy winner who now works as an NFL analyst for ESPN. He's 34. Christina Ricci is 44. Gucci Mane is 44. I think it's AJ Naidoo. That's Samir in Office Space. He is 52. Darren Aronofsky, the director, is 55. Josh Brolin, who, by the way, is in the news because he's writing poetry now. He is 56. China Phillips is 56. Arsenio Hall is 68. Dudes, Arsenio Hall is 68 years old. Joanna Kearns from Growing Pains is 71. Michael McDonald. Yeah, I'm over there.
St. Louis Zone.
Yeah, he's 72. Michael Ironside from Perfect Storm. He's in Starship Troopers, Total Recall, Top Gun, Scanners. Like, you know this guy. Free Willy, the next Karate Kid.
He's a good bad guy.
Yeah, he's 74. Maude Adams. She's the only Bond girl to star in 2 007 movies. She's 79. Mo Bandy, country singer, is 80. And Judy Blume.
America's own, man.
Judy Blume is 86. Well, I have another one. Joe Don Baker is 88. That is the Sheriff Pusser in the original 1973 Walking Tall. The Rock played him in the 04 remake. And he is one of only a handful of actors to play both a Bond villain and an ally. He was an arms dealer against Timothy Dalton, and then he was a CIA agent helping Pierce Brosnan.
How old's he?
He's 88.
88. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Sylvia Saint. And today's birthday girl's been in 464 fine films, including The Adventures of P-Man 2, Ass Good As It Gets, It Ain't Easy Being Sleazy 2, Nylon Nymphos 1, Saved the Last Lap Dance for Me, Sticky Fingers 2, Young Girls in Dark Territory 1 and 4, and who can forget a role in 2007's United Colors of Ass 7. Celia Saint is 48 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, quick break. We'll come back, and we got your 6-time fun facts. It's 7:55, Riz Show, presented by the Fast Lane. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now. at www.raceway.com. We have delays 270 westbound at Dunn Road. Between Dunn and Dunn. I guess there's 2 exits there. There's also a center lane block due to debris on the road 364 westbound just after Maryland Heights Expressway. Your point forecast today, snow and rain south of St. Louis. If you are south of Jefferson County and maybe some of the northern tip of Jefferson County, look up how much snow is coming at you. Chilly for the rest of us. High of 45 right now. It is 34 at the Point Studio.
Welcome back to the Riz Show, presented by the Fast Lane. Comic-Con on Saturday for Lern.
Yeah, I got to meet Sean Astin, take my niece. She dressed as Heath Ledger's Joker.
Meet cool. Sean Astin. How much did you pay to wait in line to have him sign
$105.
something?
Worth it.
$105.
And get 3 seconds of his time.
It was so cute. That was the first celebrity my niece had ever met. And so we're in line, and I'm dressed up as Julie Newmar Catwoman. Tim's dressed up as Adam West Batman, and our niece is Heath Ledger Joker. And she goes, I'm really nervous. I go, don't be nervous. She's like, I love the Goonies. I'm like, I know. Isn't this so cool?
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 14.
That's
Okay,
tight.
that's cool. She likes the Goonies.
That's awesome.
She's
know
a
what's-
cool chick.
You know what's wild is my 15-year-old girl would have loved meeting him, and it has nothing to do with the Goonies. It has to do with Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's what put him on the radar for my daughter.
Well, what's
Stranger Things, yeah.
so stupid is I go, oh, man, I love doing like 50 First Dates and Encino Man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's Encino Man.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
classic.
Lord of the
man.
Rings.
Yeah.
He's what was his character in Lord of the Rings?
Oh,
Is he
yeah.
Samwise?
Yeah, he's
Samwise
Samwise
Gamgee, right?
Gamgee.
I didn't realize he was in that.
You thought that was real.
Dude,
It was really fun.
He's the hero of it all.
Scott thinks it's a documentary.
Long line?
This is a really good one.
You know what? They had it down to a science. 15 minutes. Not long at all. I did wait in line an hour and a half for waters for my family, though.
Wow, that's absurd.
They had one concession stand at the Springfield Expo Center.
Ah.
The water was
One.
harder to get to
One.
than Sean Astin.
It really was.
Wow.
Also, Josh Ennis from Casey, his dad, Scott Ennis, who's the voice of Scooby-Doo and Shaggy and all these, he had a booth set up. Long
sorry.
line to meet him.
What?
I'm sorry, what?
Scott Ennis is Josh Ennis's dad and like legendary character.
Casey's own.
Someone sent me, my mom sent me that. I was like, do you know Scott Ennis? And I'm like, I don't know. And but it turns out he's a St. Louis guy. Or a Springfield guy, sorry.
Springfield guy, yeah.
No idea that
Are
was
you
his
telling
dad.
me he's got Scooby-Doo money over there?
Yeah,
They
he's
got
got
Scooby-Doo money.
Scooby-Doobs down there.
I didn't want to pay $60 to meet Josh Ennis's dad, though. So I did wave and go, your son
I know your
works at our
son.
station.
You're from Springfield.
What
I know
the
your
heck?
son.
Time out.
Your son took over my show. Hi, Scott Ennis.
Hanna-Barbera animated films, television shows, video games, commercials, mostly notable for Scooby-Doo, Shaggy Rogers, Scrappy-Doo, Popeye the Sailor Man, Fred Flintstone, Barney Rubble, Foghorn Leghorn, Bugs Bunny, Yogi Bear, Captain Caveman. I mean, there's
That's
more.
Josh's dad?
Josh's
Yes.
dad.
I saw an interview, or I read an article where he said like his dream as a kid was to be the voice of Scooby-Doo, and then he got to do it as an adult.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
How do you use that?
That's pretty neat.
He
And he worked in
also,
radio for a while, too.
he also voiced Astro from the Jetsons in a Radio Shack commercial in the 90s.
Dang.
And Flintstone and Barney Rubble in a Toshiba commercial in 2002.
Pretty cool.
I thought Casey Kasem was Shaggy. Did I
I
make
Probably
that?
the
think he
original.
was in that particular series. He was the Scooby-Doo between 98 and 2001.
There you go.
And then he was the Shaggy, I guess, at 98.
Pretty cool.
I'll share a photo of
Pretty
us
cool.
with Sean Astin on the
That is
socials.
Let me see. I want to see
didn't
it
know
You
that.
want to see
right
it?
now.
Yeah. I wanna see- Oh, my God.
Right now.
Right now. Hurry.
Unplug your computer.
Yeah, so not the OG, but in like early 2000s.
Don't make fun of me as
That's
being.
Sean Astin?
I'm peak cat because I'm dressed as the cat in this photo.
He's full grandpa.
She's fully
he's full.
formed.
He's full dad. He's full dad.
I saw that photo and I was like, it's nice to see you in fully formed.
Let me sit. wait,
Final form.
I need to see Sean Astin again.
All right.
You haven't seen Sean
Did
Astin?
anyone think you were Black Panther?
No, but nobody knew I was Julie Newmar,
Ah,
like
okay, that's
60s version, which I was kind of upset
I thought it was
about.
pretty obvious. Your hair looked cool too.
Did
you
you
guys
see
look
him
good.
in Stranger Things?
I saw the
Oh, okay.
necklace,
It's not too different.
Yeah.
and I was like, I wonder if they think that's Wakanda.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah,
it's
Wakanda
more
forever.
current.
Yeah.
Had my bullet belt on. I thought I wasn't going to be able to get in with that, but
Yeah.
they didn't check me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
Springfield.
Yeah, they're busy
Let's
trying to find
do.
water.
Let's do your 6-time fun facts. And it's sponsored by.
The one and only Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
So adults, and this is a pretty interesting stat here. Adults who are married report being far happier than people in any other relationship status. Yes, married people are happier than anyone else.
Nice.
Now, this is from the polling company Gallup. They have what may be the biggest database ever created on, and of course, well-being is subjective, but the largest ever database on subjective well-being. So from 2008 to 2020, they collected data from over 2.5 million people, 2.5 million U.S. adults, and comparing across relationship status, adults who are married are by far the happiest as measured by how they evaluate their current and future life.
Now, were they asked next to their spouse?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. I was going to ask the same thing.
Yeah, sure.
My wife says I'm the happiest I've ever been.
Well, 75% of fellas who were polled said, "I'm happy," followed by wink, wink.
There's a lot of happy.
No, married adults ages 25 to 50 are 17 percentage points more likely to be thriving than adults who have never married. And that's up 12 percentage points since 2009.
Dang, that's a lot.
And it's not a demographics thing either. All ages, races, genders are happier when married.
Nice.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Why do you think those numbers are up since 2009?
2020 probably played a part.
Maybe. That's a good point. Never thought of that.
Also, when did gay marriage get legalized? Like, gay couples happy or adding to the happiness factor?
Maybe. I never really thought about 2020. That probably played a big role.
That might have been 2012, though.
Yeah, because, I mean, it was the straw that broke the camel's back
2012 sounds right.
for a lot of relationships. But at the same time, like, I think it solidified a lot of people like, hey, man, I'm here for good reason. And
we're like, hey, we're stuck together. I actually like you.
Yeah, and I think it also forced people to, like, work on the things that they probably needed to work on.
Or evaluate your future. Like, hey, man,
You know what I think?
Oh.
Therapy.
Yeah.
I think we've normalized therapy, and people are going more, including couples therapy, marriage counseling, and people are actually going and talking about their problems instead of just staying in a resentful marriage and yelling in the closet.
Dude, that's completely true. I mean, and there's no shame in that. You got to, if you have issues in your marriage and you want to make it last, you got to do the work.
No shame in that game. Believe it or not, the phrase sliding into your DMs, that is now a decade old, if not older. And a lot has changed over the past 10 plus years of social media. Dating.com has the results of a new survey, and 47% of people now say their relationship began because one of them decided to shoot their shot in a private social media message. So 47% of new relationships start after a DM on social media. Now, of course, they were talking to people who were on the dating scene in recent years. So the pool didn't include people who have been married for, 40 years and have never heard of social media when they were hooking up. But still, 47% shows a massive impact of social media on new relationships. Now, 72% of people said social media has been a cause of conflict, either in their current or previous relationship. 79% use social media to, quote, hard launch or announce their relationship.
Love a hard launch on social media.
Making it Instagram official.
Dude.
Or did you see who changed her status on Facebook?
I still get excited about it.
My friend, it is exciting. I was in an active text with my friend. This is how dumb dudes are. Good friend of mine, Eric. Active text about what's going to happen with the Minnesota Vikings and Kirk Cousins. Back and forth. Where's he going to go? And then his girlfriend posts an engagement. I go, hey, man, did you get engaged? He goes, oh, yeah. And I was like, bro, we're in the middle of an active conversation about Kirk, like detailed back and forth about Kirk Cousins, and you didn't think to tell, like, I would say I'm in your top 10. Like,
hey, man, I got engaged.
Yeah, I just didn't even enter into his mind, dude. I think that without social media, no one on the dude's side would know.
Yeah.
So wild to me.
Because to him, the more important topic to discuss with his buddy Rafe was where Kirk Cousins is going.
And if he leaves, what's going to happen to the Minnesota Vikings?
Probably, where down on that list comes the engagement. Like, when should I let Rafe know about the engagement? Probably after I've exhausted these other topics.
Yeah, guys are weird like that.
But I guess that's now the new, the new place to announce is, relationship status on Facebook or, posting an engagement ring on Instagram.
Yeah.
Breakups, too.
Breakups, too?
Pictures start to
Conscious
disappear,
uncoupling.
dude.
Pictures disappear. Statuses change. 50% of people admit to fighting with their partner about having ex's photos visible on their Facebook or Instagram page.
That doesn't bother me.
Why is that bitch's photos still on your Facebook page?
I don't think that's as people are judging as much anymore. Back in the day, 10 plus years ago, people would be like, you have to erase everything. And people wanted to do that.
You don't think that's still
I don't
going
think
strong?
It is. I think we're older now, and I know plenty of people who just are like,
there are
screw it.
still young people.
I think people are feeling it the same, but they feel like they're not allowed to say it the same. You know what I'm saying?
My buddy Charlie's got a great joke about how old Facebook is. He's like, man, ever want to sleep with a girl and you go too far back in her Facebook? Look at our childhood pictures. You're like, I can't have sex with her now. I watched her grow up.
That is strange.
55% say their partner is often distracted by social media on their cell phone while they're trying to have a conversation with them.
Guilty.
Yeah.
And 40% of people feel their significant other's social media profile is, quote, an ick. Their word, not mine. An ick.
Can we define ick?
It's ick. Ick means whatever you want it to mean.
Just like they post their personal problems or something like that.
I guess, or like an eye roll, maybe. Like, ugh. All right, this is her thing.
I'm saying what makes it. Oh, I thought maybe it was like the type of profile
I
they
don't know.
had was like a turnoff.
It says their social media's profile, their significant other social media profile is, quote, an ick. Whatever that means. Scott, your definition of an ick. Go.
I'm going to say an annoyance.
My definition of ick is yuck.
Yeah.
Unattractive.
Right.
Yes.
Now, when people talk about the negative consequences of adult relations, usually talking about STDs, relationship fallout, or really messing up perfectly tucked in sheets. Am I right?
Totally.
But there's also the possibility of sustaining an injury while having relations.
Yeah.
Has anybody here ever been injured while making whoopee?
Sure.
I've taken a couple. I've taken some shrapnel.
Not to get too deep in anything or whatever, but like, have you ever kind of injured yourself or done something like that, but you don't notice until afterwards? It's like the adrenaline of the Super Bowl, and then as soon as it's over, you go, oh my goodness, my hamstring.
Kind of like one of those that shows up later, the injuries. Does the STD count?
Yeah, I was going to say UTI. What are we talking here?
Oh, UTI is on the list because I got a recent survey asked people what sex-related injuries they have suffered.
I know somebody that
And I
serious.
have them in order. Like the number one to.
I can tell you that.
Number 1 to 12.
I know somebody that seriously damaged a knee. Like brace on a knee. Like I don't know if she needed surgery or whatever, but like she was hobbling around. We're like, hey, what happened? It's like, and she didn't really have a story for it.
Oh, I get it.
And then when
downstairs.
the room had fewer people, she's like, yeah, it was actually like a sex injury. I was like, whoa.
Sex injury, cool.
Oh, my
What a cool thing to
goodness.
put in your charts. That's awesome.
But it was a knee. She blew out her knee.
Hey, even cooler.
Better than blowing out her back, am I right?
Hey,
Hello.
I don't know.
Call the doctor.
Pull my back out.
High fives.
All right.
I have had to take a timeout several times for like
Charlie horse.
hamstring cramp.
That's the worst.
Yeah. I mean, I've pulled a muscle before.
To the point, and it takes a lot for me to tap out. And there's a couple times I've had to be like,
We gotta
you
stop.
gotta give me a second.
Give me a break.
Stretch it out,
Yeah.
and then back in the game. Put me back in. I yell at the coach like Travis Kelce, put me back in.
Why did you take me out of that play?
I yell at my hamstring like it's Andy Reid.
See if you can find the video. There's a video.
I've fallen off beds. Is that on there? We've taken a tumble, like getting a little too acrobatic.
There's a
butts?
video of two people having sex on a balcony, and the balcony railing gives way.
No.
See if you could find that. And they go, and the video is from the street level. And they are in mid-coitus, and they both fall off the balcony.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Railing broke mid-railing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You know the end of this?
Thank you.
Do you know the ending?
No.
Oh, they died.
Both of them?
What?
What a
Let me
way
see
to
if the
go.
video-
They're
I know that
96
we're
years
talking
old.
about-
Please tell me they're 96.
Naked,
Yeah.
25-year-old and a 35-year-old. A naked couple plunged to their death while having on the third floor balcony.
And with the video?
Some of this article has been scrubbed. Let's see.
Yeah, this video of, maybe it's not that one.
Yeah, that's bad. Let me see. There's unfortunately there are a few instances of this happening. Well, let's see.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the middle of it.
What a way to go.
Balcony collapses since people plunging 15 feet. No, that's not it. Let's see. There's a lot of images.
Well, anyway,
that
what do you
keep
guys
popping up.
think? What do you guys think is the #1 most common sex-related injury?
Is it headbutting?
No.
I think it's got to be eardrum bursts from the sex pillow popping.
Eardrum
What are you
burst.
getting into?
No.
Yeah, from the sex pillow popping.
No.
But that's what happened to us.
Broken penis? Where's that? Is it
A
number
broken
one?
penis is #9. It's
Oh.
Yeah, it's not common.
tied.
But it is.
It's tied. Penis fracture or broken penis. It's tied for 9th on this list.
Okay.
I mean, listen, it doesn't have to be horrible. It doesn't have to be a horrible injury.
Okay. Like,
Like a
hair
scratch?
getting pulled out?
No. You said UTI? UTI
Yeah.
is #4 on the list of the most common sex injuries.
Temporary blindness.
No. I
That's
will
a
say
myth.
we talked about a pulled muscle. Pulled muscle is #3 on the list. Back injuries #6 is #5 on the list.
What about, like, accidentally bit the lip too hard or bit your ear too hard or
Biting?
biting your neck too hard?
No. No, bruising is #2.
A lot of fighting going around the head area for you.
Just straight up bruising is #2.
Okay.
What would #1 be?
Scratching.
No. I mean, you're in the
Biting someone's nose off.
you're in the
Learn, are you okay?
I'm
the
Mike Tyson
vicinity.
in the sack.
Someone swallowed a toe.
Vicinity of what? Scratching?
Choking.
No.
Don't judge me by my answers, people.
This is not the video I'm talking about. by
No,
the
this
way.
is a different one. This is a resort balcony that gave away.
We're in the vicinity where
This
scratching.
Is just people just hanging out and giving way. I'm talking about people having
Ooh.
sex
I know.
falling
Oh,
off
I got
the
it.
balcony.
Boobies exploding.
No.
Oh.
What?
Anal fissures.
Yes, Rafe. That's #7. Hemorrhoids or anal tear.
Hey, all right.
Hey, way to go, Rafe.
Stop that.
That's #7.
Lucky.
#1. It's simple. It's carpet burn.
Oh, carpet
course.
burn.
So
We've all
sorry.
been there.
You're meaning flooring.
So sorry.
65% of people have suffered some kind of carpet burn at some point.
Hell yeah, we have.
Knees and mid back. In there.
Vaginal tearing is #6.
The worst. And also the
Band name?
What?
Right.
no.
Hear
then
voices.
And then breaking a bone was last, like just in a straight up broken bone. What is the most hazardous position?
Doggy style.
Reverse cowgirl.
That's right.
Listed here as doggy style. Reverse
believe-
cowgirl
well.
is the most dangerous.
Wait. Which
The
one was
list
it?
here says the canine style, but
Yeah?
reverse cowgirl is by far,
Yeah, we read that.
You're flying blind.
by far
Everybody's flying blind.
the most dangerous.
Can't find a video.
I found the story and video of them.
Oh, okay, because I only
sent
found the
it to-
picture.
Yeah.
I found a picture of the bodies.
It's the one from the street, right?
Yeah, they're in It's a Russian couple, and they survived. This couple survived.
Yeah, that's the one I'm
And
talking
they-
about.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I couldn't find that. This is a
It looks like a metal railing, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
railing,
okay,
yeah.
that's the one I'm talking about.
28-year-old mother, 35-year-old lover were locked in a passionate embrace when they slipped over the edge and plunged.
No,
onto
this is
terrace
the
below.
railing giving way. Like you can see the rail.
Yep. It's a nice railing. Or cheap, one of the two. Let's see here. All right, send it over.
Sing it over. Yeah, see if you could put that on the socials because you don't really see anything.
But they survived?
Yeah, this couple did, yeah.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, they survived.
Goodness.
Looked like they had a good time.
Man, that would be. I don't know, man. That ain't a risk worth taking. I don't
From
think.
pleasure to pain in an instant. Maybe keep some mints on your bedside table. It might improve your love life. A new study looked at the top mood killers in bed.
Mm-hmm.
Number one is bad breath.
Yeah, I second it.
Number one is bad breath.
That's in life in general.
The study was specifically about the big O and things that prevent women and men from getting there. Bad breath was number one as far as mood killers. 46% of women had faked getting to the finish line before. So have 38% of men.
Yeah. I faked it.
You have?
Yeah.
Just to be done?
Well, I just wasn't going to happen and didn't want her to be in her head.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I mean?
I don't think I've ever.
Just turn away, put on a little show, and go to bed, go sleep, try again in the morning.
I don't think I've ever faked it before. You didn't get the video yet?
Yeah, it's loading right now.
Go. Plunging off the balcony.
Dramatic moment. Having a row.
Loading
on the
quickly.
second floor balcony.
Dude, you
crashed
never-
through the railings
Okay, go down to the
and
video.
plunged
Yeah,
through
there
the
it is.
pavement. Oh.
There it is. Look.
Oh.
Yep.
Wow.
Whoa. That's it.
Let's do it.
That's the video I'm talking about.
Dude, wait, I'm so confused.
Dang.
How are they shaped? Okay, so she's up there kind of sitting, and then where is he?
I think some furniture came with.
Yeah, it looks like the chair really did it.
Yeah.
Oh, the chair broke or something maybe, and it
And
pushed
neither
her.
one of them fell pretty.
No. She was leaning up against the rail and then leaned back, and the whole railing just
She
said,
may have
I
been-
wasn't here for anything.
She may have been performing.
Is that what's happening?
Maybe.
It's hard to figure out. He's in a suit. This is like they came from a party. You know what I'm saying? They sneaked off.
Oops.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, he broke his arm for sure.
All right, so they said the top mood killers that could lead to faking it are bad breath, the position, the temperature of the room, the lighting, and just overthinking it.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll kill you every time.
that's the worst.
The top things women want more of in bed include more cuddling, more kissing, more romance, and maybe a massage first.
There will be no thinking here. You know, there was what was that movie? Mel Gibson
No think,
and
no time.
What women want.
What Women Want.
Great movie.
Yeah, you put the fear of that in all of us for like a decade.
That you can hear what women's thoughts are.
Yeah. No. That you guys just can't stop thinking.
Well, we can't. That all of it is mental for women. I mean, obviously physical, yes, but like if I'm not in it in my brain, I can't get pleasure from my bod. It all has to be lined up.
Sure does.
If I'm going straight for the O. Now, if you just want to mess around, yeah, okay, cool. I can be up in my head and whatever. But like for pure pleasure, and that is the curse of women. I feel like if we are stuck in our heads, it does not matter what's going on.
Well, don't underestimate the male brain. It's the same. It's the same for us. It just happens like later in life. Little bit later in life. You remember that movie though?
Oh yeah,
I never saw it, and I know
dude.
of the movie.
You know, you probably
Helen
shouldn't
Hunt's
see
so
it.
pretty in that movie.
You probably should. It's a great movie, but you probably shouldn't see it, Riz.
Well,
right? Because it'll just be for the next
He's
year.
smoking cigarettes, putting lipstick on,
Oh,
and has
no.
pantyhose on.
I feel like dudes are a little better at channeling all reserve power to the shields. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, there's a little captain up there that's like, "Oh, power to the shields now!" And then the whole bridge goes dark.
Yeah. All our energy is put into one. Well, a new survey found that nearly a third of us thought about, like, while in the midst of having sex, thought about chores.
I've done that before, yeah. Again, you start thinking about dumb stuff.
So according to the poll, here are a couple things we're thinking about while we're having sex. Work. People think about their next meal and what they want to eat.
I'm having it.
George Costanza?
29% of us have thought about chores. 36% of us have wondered if their partner ever had better sex with an ex in the middle of it. 38% have thought about somebody other than their partner.
Yeah.
52% have thought, when is this going to be over?
Bummer.
53% have thought, how do I prevent this from being over too quickly? 61% have thought about asking their partner to try something new. And 80% have gone through, have thought about how good it is. Like, wow, this is great, or wow, this is not that great.
Dude, I don't remember if it was one of you guys or somebody in a different conversation, but somebody said that when they're trying to like hold off and last longer, they start thinking about baseball, and I thought that was the funniest thing. And
that's a common thing.
And dude, and I have found I found myself since then using that trick and going, well, I'll try baseball.
Yeah, I think about Ozzie Smith.
I'll go with baseball.
The wizard.
And you explode. Yeah. I think about Ozzie Smith.
It's a mental game for us too sometimes. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's kind of half in, half out, where I say, like, I'll be thinking about fantasies in the, reality's going on, and those are the kind of thoughts that are really cool, where if you start getting
about fantasy baseball.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Like, not necessarily pretending it's someone else, but like
imagining the situation a little bit different, like
little
sexier.
juicier. Yeah.
Almost like role playing in your mind.
on a Russian balcony.
Like solo
if
role
you don't-
playing.
If you don't look down, you can pretend like two people are down there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could just be like, well, she brought a friend tonight. At least she did up here. Who knows? Try it out. It's better than baseball, I can tell you that.
And listen, nothing spoils like a...
Yeah, but you're trying to
That's the
fast.
opposite.
Yeah, so you're trying to fast forward. Which trying to slow down.
Effect.
Starting to think like, is Ohtani not going to pitch this year?
Nothing spoils a steamy roll in the hair like watching your partner roll over to answer a text message. Am I right?
Am I right?
Or maybe right in the middle of everything, scrolling through work emails. I mean, come on.
That'd be so
So
sad.
1 in 5 people admit to taking an extended peek at their devices while having sex.
The only time I've ever done that is if I'm afraid that, oh my God, is the phone accidentally calling somebody?
Oh, yeah.
Because that is in the back. I hate having phones or anything like that in the room because I just, oh my God forbid you roll over and then your elbow, slides and you're answering your mother-in-law's phone call.
Yeah.
The worst fear.
You need music on?
Good fear.
No, not always.
I accidentally called a friend I hadn't spoken to in years.
I talked to a friend that says that he never has sex unless there's music on. And I'm like, never?
What? Wow, you're really limiting
I
your...
was trying to, or like without putting like a, I mean, I get it. If you don't put some Teddy Pendergrass on, go.
Sure, yeah. When you
But it's
can.
not you don't have to have it. I like the sound. I like the wild sounds of the jungle.
Yeah, can you imagine the lack of spontaneity?
Yeah, you got to open up Spotify.
You know what I like is having all the senses be like good smells, good music, either like pretty lighting. Like I highly recommend getting one of those salt lamps that you buy at like the witch stores.
You basically
Having
want a
that
spa
on.
experience.
I do. Yeah, like overdrive the senses, I think, is the best sex.
Well, we have a disco ball in our...
That's cool as hell,
Yeah.
man.
It comes down there
We
like
have
a
a
little,
disco ball in our...
little door opens.
Yeah.
Do you hit a button like
Yeah,
the
press the
bathroom and it
button.
comes
Fog
down?
shoots out.
Ah, that's cool,
Fog
man.
shoots out.
I would
We have
expect nothing
pyro.
less.
It's like going to a Kiss concert.
Yeah, dude. Back in Black's playing.
The study author said people are now struggling to distinguish how to function without their smartphone in every aspect of their life, even in the bedroom. So the study's investigative team polled over 5,000 adult smartphone owners in the U.S. to analyze their cell usage and its impact on their romantic lives. And the results indicate that phone addicts are more hooked on the exciting rush of receiving a notification than they are on sharing an intimate moment with their lover.
If you like bear down and just like work on it for, let's just say a weekend, start with a weekend and try to do less with your phone in a weekend. Those 2 days may be difficult, but I'm telling you, man, by the third day, that's not as bad. If anybody texted me this weekend and I didn't get back to them, don't take it personal, man. I just kind of intentionally tried not to think about my phone at all this weekend, and it was not the easiest thing to do on Friday. And then by Sunday, I forgot that I wasn't paying attention to the phone. Like the game was over, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't text anybody."
I know. I felt really bad because normally I text, family, all this kind of stuff through, and I forgot all about it yesterday. The phone was not even on me.
Yeah, I don't
your
think any
house.
of us were on
Yeah.
our phones or anything, and I forgot. I didn't text you guys back. I don't even think I saw
No
your
offense.
text until the end.
I took no offense.
Neither did I.
Okay.
Well, because you
People-
know me now.
People
give
check
you a
their
pass.
phones. People check their phones around 100 times a day and have a deeper intimacy with their phones than with their partner.
Well, we've done that to ourselves.
Phones are now the center of people's worlds and have become more important than the buzz released during sex.
Try
That's what the
that.
studies all
Try that detox, because the whole fear of missing out thing. Like you'll realize that at the end of a day and a half, if you haven't used it, that you're not playing catch up as much as you think you have to. You know what I'm saying? Like you would assume that if you dropped your phone for a day and a half, it would be overwhelming to
Now,
come
listen,
back to. And it's
now
not.
that I don't wear an Apple Watch, I use my phone less. which is good. But I'll check my emails. I have a lot of stuff, a lot of irons in the fire. A very important person. You know that. You guys all know that. Very important. And I need to be in constant contact with everybody.
Yes, very much so.
Or else
We appreciate that.
We understand.
it could
yes,
be a
thank you.
rock radio emergency, and
You know how that is.
Yeah,
I know
that's
is
terrifying to think about.
terrifying.
What if there's a Jane's Addiction secret show in Chesterfield and he misses it?
I would be devastated. Devastated. Why that band?
That's because that's your band, bro.
Yeah.
That's
They
the
crushed at the Chesterfield
If
Amphitheater.
the band came within 6 miles of your
6 miles?
home for anything, that's a band that you wouldn't miss. Doesn't matter what
You're
day
right.
of the week it
He's
is.
right.
Like that's the band.
6 miles. That is the Chesterfield Amphitheater.
or the factory.
Maybe the factory now, yeah. All right, we got to take a break. We'll come back with the sex toy of the week. It's the Riz Show presented by the Fast Lane. Another look at your traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. Delays 270 westbound between Dunn Road and Dunn Road. Average speed is 15 miles an hour. Your point forecast, snow and rain south of St. Louis, maybe on the northern end of Jefferson County. It's chilly for the rest of us. High of 45. Right now it's 35 at the Point Studio.
All right, it's the Riz Show presented by the Fast Lane. Let's put a capper on the sex time fun facts for the week.
Oh.
All right, Rafe, what do we got this week?
Well, this week's Valentine's Day, guys. Did you know that?
It's on Wednesday, yeah.
Coming up on Wednesday. And what's what do you think the most popular gift to give on Valentine's Day is?
Roses.
Flowers.
100% roses.
Flowers.
Red roses. You know the problem with roses, guys? They wither and die.
Oh.
They go bye-bye.
Yeah, you got them for a good 5 days, right?
Tops. Then maybe
Tops.
maybe you hang them out upside down, make a little potpourri or something like that.
Yeah,
But-
dry them out.
That's what I do.
But not this rose. This is the gift that could keep on giving for your entire relationship. Today's sex toy of the week is the Pink Cherry Rose Vibrator.
Congratulations, anyone who's getting
I thought
this.
this was a coffee cup.
Have you ever seen a prettier suction toy? I haven't. For anyone hit by Cupid's arrow or Extreme Bachelor fans, this is one Rose will gladly accept. Pink Cherry Rose Vibrator on sale, down from $59.90 to $29.95. Available at pinkcherry.com.
That's a steal.
Valentine's Day
And you
week
can still
special.
overnight ship it and get it by Valentine's Day. Whoever first insisted that every rose has its thorn, the guy from Poison maybe, had obviously never encountered the Pink Cherry Rose Vibrator. Hey, that's okay. Until today, we had neither. Anyway, instead of thorns, this absolutely gorgeous rose-shaped stimulator features 7 incredible modes of subtle pulsing suction. A very sexy improvement, we'd say. Up top, super silky folded petals surrounded by scintillating suction tip that softly pinpoints even the tiniest of your partner's pleasure places. Position it gently over the promised land nipples and zillions of other outer sweet spots to experience these 3 possible intensity levels and 4 rhythms of orgasmic, positive, and negative air pulse pressure. One button controls all, like the mighty powerful Oz. Conveniently rechargeable via USB, the Rose includes a handy-dandy magnetic-based charge cord. In body-safe silicone, the Rose is hypoallergenic, non-reactive, and safe for sensitive skin. It also extra easy to clean, warm, soapy water, or a good toy care fluid/foam. This toy is compatible with any of your favorite water-based lube. Plus, please avoid contact with silicone lubes and other silicone toys/products. This stimulator is not rated for use in water, so please keep your Rose on dry land.
Oh, man. So not for rated use in water.
I think it just means tubs and
Oh,
whatnot.
okay. Okay. Stimulator not rated for use in water. Okay. Okay.
All right, let's get to some reviews. First review titled simply, "Very good." This is my second suction vibrator, so I was not as shocked or blown away as some of the other reviewers, but yes, it is very good. The size and shape is perfect. It fits in my hand really nicely and is really easy to control and put into place. The suction is very strong. I wish the hole was maybe a little bigger, but it still worked great. I was able to reach orgasm 5 times
Wow.
in about 20 to 30 minutes. So, yeah, it's good. It is not rated as water resistant, which is a problem for me since I have to do this in the shower because I'm very messy, if you know what I mean.
Wow.
Gulp. I don't leave the shower running, but it's still very damp in there. I had to let the device sit over a vent and dry out for over a day until I felt like it was safe to put back on the charger. Aesthetically, it's a very cute device and works so well, so it gets 5 stars for me despite the non-waterproof issue. 5 stars, Sarah W.
Okay.
Second review, simply entitled Niptastic. I'm a male with very large, ultra-sensitive nipples.
Thank you for admitting it.
These vibrators put my nipples in heaven. Next best thing to a partner with an eager mouth. Maybe better at times. I need a bigger one now from a hog.
Oh.
Wow.
God.
My nipples take some coaxing to push inside the cup, but that's only after I pump them bigger, so that's on me. 5 stars, Scott R. That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's weird.
It's interesting.
Coincidence?
And the final review.
I thought I wrote anonymous on that one. Okay.
You did. You wrote it after Scott R. Anonymous. I think you know how it works. This says, no thorn on this rose. Simply put, we wanted to get something for our neighbor as a birthday present, and my wife thought it would be only appropriate to get one for herself and try it first. So really, it's a 10-star review, as my wife loved, and turns out neighbor did as well.
Oh, nice.
And that is your final review.
All right, that's the pink cherry rose vibrator. Something to consider maybe to get your partner for Valentine's Day, which is on Wednesday. Married and doing something on Valentine's Day? Great. Nobody cares.
Okay.
Seriously, this didn't even factor you in. Somebody polled 1,000 millennials and Gen Zers who are actively dating and looked at what the perfect Valentine's Day looked like in 2024. What is the perfect Valentine's Day for millennials and Gen Zers? Turns out not much has changed, and we're still pretty traditional. The perfect date starts with flowers or a gift, and one of you should be picking the other person up. Don't make them meet you somewhere. After that, it's dinner and a movie. And the night should end with, quote, some form of togetherness. Hubba hubba.
Interesting.
Wow.
48% want alone time with their date. 43% say a goodnight kiss would be ideal. It also looked at the top plans for people staying in for Valentine's Day. If we're staying in, 61% going to watch a movie or show together. 59% will cook a nice dinner. 51% plan to become intimate. And the average couple going on a date will spend $114. The average couple who's going to stay in, they'll spend $86. So that's what people are doing for Valentine's Day, or what they want, what the expectations are.
You know what I'm really excited about? So I'm going to go see my first movie at the Alamo Draft House.
Oh, nice. What are you seeing?
I'm seeing Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is my favorite movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's showing at 2 p.m., and so I'm taking a girlfriend. Because,
all right.
You know.
What's Tim doing?
He's working. It's
great.
Stupid, but I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never seen it on the big screen, and it's my favorite. So I immediately bought tickets. It's probably sold out now. But my girlfriend, I think she just, she and her partner just broke up, and so I'm like, why don't I treat you? So I'm doing Valentine's Day, and then
That's cool.
later
That's
with
nice.
Tim.
What a film, too, man.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, I saw it once. It was okay.
That's all right. Yeah,
It's all right.
I expect that from you.
That's right.
You're hating everything today.
I know.
Everything I love, you hate Usher.
It's okay. He doesn't.
The Chiefs.
He doesn't. I mean, you never really pinned him for a Michel Gondry fan.
No, I did not.
He doesn't
Name
like
something,
French
I'll tell you if I like it or not.
Puppies.
I mean, I like dogs better,
What are
like
we
more,
doing?
like past the puppy phase. Like, honestly,
Nobody dislikes puppies.
I don't dislike them. I don't want one in my house.
Okay, tater tots.
See, tater tots, only if they're well done.
My God, I'm going to kill you. The mall. Do you like going to the mall?
Man, you
Depends on what day of the week.
You're throwing fastballs right down
The
the middle right
90s music.
I love 90s music.
Okay, good. All right, well,
All of it.
all of it. Ace of Base.
I saw the sign.
Let me play you a 90s song. Let's see if you like it. Let's
A 90s song. Okay, go ahead.
Hang on.
Hot or
90s
not,
song.
Riz Virgin. Will he like it?
It's,
I will always find something wrong with everything.
okay, go ahead and
It's your superpower.
just give me a little audio and tell me what you think of this song.
What the hell's this? I hate this song.
Oh, God.
This is primitive radio, guys. It's my least favorite song.
This is his least favorite song.
I like it sometimes.
Hey, man, it's one of the #1 90s songs.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Give it a chance, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I've given this song plenty of chances.
Maybe this is the time. Here, turn it up a little bit.
Your eyes are
Maybe you just
dancing.
need it louder.
Don't close them. Your eyes were dancing. I seen it.
He's thinking about puppies right now.
He's trying not to cry.
His face looks like National Boot Day right now.
Well.
Get on the ground.
And we're back.
Get him. Let it stop it. Get him. Cuff him.
Get out of here.
And we're back.
Well, we didn't find anything out about
You were
Riz.
at the mall on Sunday, right?
Dude, okay, so we had an experience. It was a heck of a weekend, man. Really fun.
Just tell us about this one experience.
Well, so we went to church, and the kids, we do the thing where each kid, in a row, gets to pick out the lunch after church. Right. And it was my daughter's pick, and she said, I want to do Cheesecake Factory. And remember, I crash on Cheesecake Factory because, you can't do anything right if you try to do everything. And they got a 40-page menu.
Yeah,
that's
40-page
ridiculous.
menu. Whenever I see a menu that big, it's a red flag.
It's overwhelming.
It is for me, too. So we went, and the only one that we knew of was the Chesterfield Mall one. And, yeah, it's open. And to my surprise, the parking lot was full. Now, the restaurant was empty. Turns out, after the meal, which, by the way, was freaking great.
Oh, you enjoyed it, huh?
Everybody loved it. The burgers that they got, they were great. The whatever dish over here was great. I got some hash brown thing with like a breakfast plate because they serve breakfast all day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what a Cheesecake Factory is?
Freaking great.
It's fine.
Dude, I'm just telling you, it was a surprisingly great meal. Everybody was stoked. And then again, it was empty, but there's so many cars in the lot. So we were going to go to V-Stock, which is pretty much the only thing in the mall still, right? We go across the thing, the mall, and I hear, "Book-ook, book-ook, book-ook." I'm like, that sounds like pickleball. Where is that? Which, by the way, we played pickleball for the first time ever on Friday, and that's freaking sweet too.
It's fun.
Our whole family's into it now, man. So we went over to the pickleball thing. They turned the food court into pickleball courts.
Yeah,
it's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's what they're doing with dead malls now. Is they're turning all that stuff into pickleball.
Dude, it's awesome.
It's a space,
and it's popular. And I don't know what it costs, but man, they're packing it out.
It's fun.
Good for them.
Pickleball's fun.
Now that you've been, can I ask your opinion? Why do you think Cheesecake Factories look like Egyptian pharaoh tombs?
It's so confusing.
They decided to go with that.
Yeah, I like it.
What the hell's going on?
Look at the.
None of it makes sense.
And by the way, look at the sconces. They look like vaginas. I'm just saying.
The
like
whole thing.
The lighting sconces. I think that's what you could look at what they look like. They look like.
Oh God.
Like
I think even the kids asked that. They looked around and they said, "What's this have to do with cheesecake?"
All right, we got to take a break. It's the Riz Show presented by the Fast Lane. Our buddy Jim Onder's in the hallway.
Nice.
Jim Onder.
We'll chat with him next. It's 8:59. It's Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. Time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at WWTRaceway.com. We have delays still. 270 westbound between Dunn Road and Dunn Road. It's exit 29, basically. Average speed 15 miles an hour. Your point forecast, snow and a little bit of rain possible south of St. Louis. Chilly for the rest of us. High of 45. Right now it's 36 at the Point Studio.
All right, welcome back to the Riz Show, presented by the Fast Lane. Joining me in studio now is Mr. Jim Onder. From Onder Law, your injury attorneys. Jim, congratulations on a very successful Super Bowl commercial campaign yesterday. It was great to see our buddy Rafe Williams as one of the stars of your commercial.
Oh, he's indeed the star. I mean, all the women come up and say, "Who's that really hot guy in the in the yellow shirt?" That's
Oh, all right. That's probably the other guy, Chaos, but I'll take it.
No, take it, man.
I'll take that
That
deal.
He looks good with a mustache.
Yeah, you do look good with a mustache.
Yeah, I wish I could grow a real one.
Downplay that.
Maybe I should just wear it home from the commercial shoot next time.
Yes, you got 5 commercials run yesterday.
Yes, we ran a whole series, kind of poking fun at the tactics used by insurance companies.
Yeah. So Rafe was a takeoff on the Lee Moo guy.
Mm-hmm. Buddy and Bird we had an emu with a puppeteer come in for the thing, which was really cool to see that get built. And then Chaos was a take on Mayhem.
Yeah.
And then Karen was a take on Flo. And then Lizard King. Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
And then we had the new guy who looked a lot like a guy named Jake from State Farm, but wasn't them. Wasn't them at all.
No, it was not them.
And in fact, there was an ostrich, not an emu.
That's right.
Yeah, it was an ostrich.
Now that
yes.
you bring it up, it wasn't.
In fact, I saw the
Very
spot. I was like,
different.
damn, this is an ostrich.
Yeah,
What a good looking.
I noticed that too. I was like, "Ah."
And one of my kids was like, that's an emu. I go, no, it's an ostrich. And then I sent them to their room. And now
Good.
one of them's living in a tent out back.
Wow.
It's good.
Yeah. What is the Super Bowl party like at Jim Onder's house? I want to know what you did yesterday. Is it a big shindig? Is it a tight affair?
You know, we were down at Helen Fitzgerald's.
Oh, nice.
I love Helen.
with all the TV screens and the Super Bowl commercial comes on, and all of a sudden everybody's looking at him. Is he the guy on TV? So
You went to Helen Fitzgerald's. Nice.
My people, Jim Under.
We probably had 30, 40, 50 people there, so we figured the whole firm was there kind of watching and cheering us on.
Did you? Hey, everybody, shut up! The spot's coming on. Everybody, shh. And did you guys all cheer?
Yes, we absolutely
when it
cheered
came on?
afterwards. Well, afterwards, it's all good. It's a lot of fun.
Were you guys all rooting for the Chiefs?
Of course.
What do you mean, of course? I will not be forced
Can't
into
believe this
being.
guy.
I will not be forced into being a Chiefs fan.
No, you
Nobody
were
tried to
forced
force
into
you.
it on Friday, and you said, okay, I'm locking it in. I'm Chiefs with the over. And then we get a text before game time yesterday. This man has switched over to the 49ers with the over.
Paid off.
And so all the rest of us are Chiefs fans, rooting for him.
How could you be a Missourian and not to be a Chiefs
I
fan?
what I'm
felt like
saying,
I was.
Jamanda.
I felt like I was peer pressured into rooting for the Chiefs yesterday.
You don't have to bow to
Whatever,
peer
man.
pressure of this group. You're strong.
We were trying to
Not
help
say
him
no,
out.
No.
Weren't they considered the underdogs?
The Chiefs were the underdogs.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. So how were
Underdogs.
you peer pressured?
I was the big loser yesterday. I'll just be honest with you, Jim. I took the 49ers and the over. Lost on both. My kids will now be going to state schools, which is fine. Which is fine. There's plenty of good. There's plenty of good state schools.
Let's be honest. We see the cloth they've been cut from. They were going to state schools anyway.
Shots fired.
Oh man, nice kids.
Well, because I won, now my kids are going to community college. So congratulations!
Well, I'll tell you, so honest to God, one of my kids, and Rafe will not tell me which one. Did they text you yesterday, like saying, "Hey, I saw you on TV"?
Yes, and then we got into bashing you for betting on the 49ers and the under.
One of my children.
Or the over.
One of my children sees Rafe on your commercial, texts a congratulations to Uncle Rafe, and then begins trashing their father.
Yep.
I will read it to you, but I have to remain anonymity for...
Mind you, my kids are 12 and 14.
Great age.
Well, at least someone taught him to root for Missouri.
There you go. See this?
They said, your ad was amazing, hard eyes. And I said, thanks, cuh. Little inside joke we got going on. They sent, my dad is rooting for the 49ers, just so you know, frowny face. I said, well, your dad is a beehole. I told him not to bet on the 49ers, and he did it anyway, even though he's supposed to be my friend. And to your dad is a beehole, they replied, I know he is.
Oh, my God. If I were a guest, that'd probably be my daughter.
Ha, 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 ha. He said he will not be pressured into rooting for the Chiefs.
I yelled that yesterday.
I guess the message is still, but kids
because
like the ad.
it was just my family. So, I made toast to ravioli, the whole thing. We're sitting around the table, and everybody's rooting for the Chiefs. And, the kid's like, why are you rooting for the Chiefs? And I stood up in front of the TV, and I said, kids, I will not be pressured into rooting for the Chiefs. I will not do it. I thought that'd be a good lesson for the kids.
It was.
Don't bow down to the peer pressure.
Cost you a lot of money to teach them.
Yeah, the lesson they learned was, let's not agree with Dad on anything. Safer bet.
Yeah. Now Rafe is trying to take credit for the Chiefs turning things around in the second quarter.
I'm not trying to take credit. The city of St. Louis and most of Missouri online has said that the Chiefs weren't playing well. The Jim Onder ads come on at halftime. All of a sudden, Chiefs turn it around. Are we the heroes who brought back-to-back Lombardi trophies to Missouri? I don't know, Jim. Maybe we are.
I think maybe. I mean, your stunning appearance. You
That's
did
right,
awesome, man.
I did kind of look like Andy Reid's illegitimate son a little bit in that.
Yeah, a little bit. Now with the mascots, and again, the spots were fantastic. They're just running at St. Louis now. Is this maybe a thing that's going to go nationwide? What do we think?
Yeah, well, it's licensed under Mascot Mastermind LLC, and the thought process is we'll see how it goes, see how it catches on, and maybe the company will license it to use of other firms around the nation.
Right. So basically, the gist of the ads were, some of these insurance companies, trick people, and try to give you the lowest possible payout, and then Under Law steps in.
Exactly. The whole idea was, these friendly characters, we all love them. And, we're thinking, why is it that people like insurance companies, but they don't seem to care for lawyers? And, Kayla Canada said, hey, what we got to do is, why don't we poke fun at them and teach the lessons of the insurance companies, like showing up at the hospital, trying to get you to settle your claim before you're done with treatment or prematurely before you have the chance to consult a lawyer. So we thought it'd be a good idea to kind of put a little comedy behind it, the same as the insurance companies do when they're selling us.
Right. And just looking up on your website, which is underlaw.com, you are involved in so many charitable endeavors. Everything from Toys for Tots to the 2024 Underlaw Children of Parents with Cancer Scholarships. I thought this was interesting, and I never really thought about this, the Parents for Window Blind Safety.
Wow.
Yeah, no way. A child was dying every 2 weeks of strangulation on the pull cords and window blinds, and we took on the cause, and along with Linda Kaiser from Parents for Window Blind Safety, and over time we were able to petition the Consumer Product Safety Commission, have the law changed, and you can no longer buy a blind with pull cords in the United States.
I remember when my kids were younger, that was a big fear, is your kid getting caught in the blind. Do you remember when you were when your kids were younger?
Oh yeah, we used to have to we'd take like a hair tie thing and
tie them up,
and
put them
hang
up,
them up in the corner.
Yeah, take a binder clip and put them up high.
Yeah, but it's hard to remember to do that when you're opening and closing and doing all that kind of stuff. So yeah,
a lot of people don't realize it. So bringing public awareness. I mean, that's the key to what we do as lawyers. And same with talcum powder has asbestos and causes ovarian cancer. We took on that cause with the second case filed in the United States, and ultimately it was, it's no longer sold. So we're going to save thousands of lives a year. And that's actually what we're trying to do as lawyers, to make a difference and save lives and change the way companies do business.
Yeah, and real change could happen. Absolutely. And especially with the window blind thing. And I remember that being such a big deal when the kids started to get mobile. I didn't realize that the man in my studio right now is kind of responsible for an industry change.
No, absolutely. Changed the standard in the United States and Canada, and it's working its way around the globe.
Well, that's amazing. Congratulations on that.
That's right.
That's awesome. So underlaw.com is the website. Underlaw.com is the website. And Rafe, congratulations on a fantastic acting job in the spots. You got to break a TV.
I had to break a TV. I wrote the bulk of the spots too, and another guy named Davey Mendoza. So that was a fun process to write them and to act in them, and I appreciate the opportunity, Jim.
Oh no, definitely there's a whole series. Not only the 5 that were on yesterday, but there's a whole 3, 4, 5 additional.
Oh, there's more to come
right now.
Oh, yeah, there's a few more in the can there.
Yeah, your star right here in house, starring in each and every one of them.
And our buddy Josh McNew.
Josh McNew directed the Super Bowl. He's our in-house. He was our video department manager here in-house, and he directed the 2 Super Bowl ads.
That's
so, yeah.
awesome.
Did an awesome job.
Yeah, our friends over at Cool Fire, they produced them up. So, hey, congratulations, man. That's amazing. And I'm sure it's very cool to see yourself in the mix as far as Super Bowls go.
Oh, it was a fun event.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Did you have to play it cool at Helen Fitzgerald's? Like, what's this ad all about, guys? You knew what was coming on.
Yeah, they give us your times, and it ran about an hour late.
I know.
Put us right at halftime, which is great.
Yeah.
I said Usher had to open for us. That's pretty cool.
Well, there is Mr. Jim Onder. Dude, appreciate you stopping by. I know you're making the rounds up here. Underlaw.com is the website. Underlaw.com. And if you missed any of the spots, we'll put it up on our social
Already
media.
up.
It's also on their website. Underlaw.com. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Moon's got sports. It is 9:18. It's Monday, traffic and weather. It's the Rizzuto Show, sponsored by the Fast Lane. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. The biggest race of 2024 is Sunday, June 2nd. It's time to lock in your NASCAR Cup Series tickets now at www.raceway.com. All things clear on the traffic front. Your point forecast, snow and rain south of St. Louis, maybe a little bit into Jefferson County. Chilly for the rest of us. High of 45 right now. It's 37 at the Point Studio.
All right, welcome back to the Rizzuto Show, presented by the Fast Lane. So Moon's got sports here in just a second. Somebody scanned social media posts to find out the most popular Super Bowl beer in all 50 states. And the official sponsor of the game, Bud Light, did not rank first anywhere.
Really?
Yeah, Miller Lite was #1 across the Midwest. Yeah. In New England, Mick Ultra in much of the Northwest, Coors Light, Yuengling in Pennsylvania, and a handful of states around it. The only state where Budweiser ranked first was right here, you dope.
Missouri.
Forgot where I was.
Trick question.
Arkansas.
Rhode Island.
Say Colorado.
No, Missouri. And from California to Florida across the South, it was Modelo. But I thought Bud Light had a great commercial yesterday. The Peyton Manning one, Dana White was in it, Post Malone. Thought it was good.
You know which one they tried to bring back and it didn't land was the E-Trade Baby one. It was fine.
With the pickleball?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was okay.
E-Trade Toddlers.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was all right. It just wasn't.
Idea was maybe there. Execution was kind of halfway.
Yeah, that's all right. Frito-Lay rebranded the Vegas Strip as Chip Strip, and they decked out the Luxor Pyramid as a giant Dorito. They built a Cheetos-themed wedding chapel next to the fake Brooklyn Bridge and the New York Hotel and Casino. Google Trends live tweeted a bunch of stats on what Americans were searching for during the game. So during the first half, lots of people were asking Google what the lowest scoring Super Bowl was. And it was 5 years ago when only 16 total points were scored in Super Bowl 53. That was the Patriots beating the Rams 13-3 that year. Searches for Super Bowl overtime rules spiked 4,200% after the end of regulation. The phrase nail-biter meme also started trending. And don't watch a lot of football in general. Understanding football for dummies was a top trending search during the game.
Yes, I came home from picking up the pizza and I saw that San Francisco had 3 points on the board, to which I asked Tim, I go, oh, did they do a penalty shot or penalty kick for the the points? And he's like, do you mean field goal?
Yeah. I had to do a lot of that too.
I didn't know what it meant.
My favorite line was Mark again. He said, next to the David Freese Game 6, this was the second time I've really enjoyed a sports match.
Yeah, well,
So good.
well, and this was everybody watched. Like my whole family, we all sat around, and everybody was, I mean, pretty glued to the TV. And
Yeah.
my kids do not know football rules.
Yeah, so same.
My son asked my son's such a hockey player. He goes, "Did they change on the fly?" I go, "What? Like a line change in hockey?"
That's a reasonable
No, they
question.
blow the whistle
If
and
you've
they.
never seen
Yeah,
it.
it's a good question, though.
If you've never seen it, I mean, that's a reasonable question for a hockey player.
That's why. So it's too harsh. I go to your room.
You sent him to his room.
I sent him to his room.
That's fair.
You might have meant the play.
Listen, we had
Or
4.
do they change the play?
No, he thought change personnel, like as if it was a hocky line change. Over the boards.
Yeah. We had 4 generations in our house, from my parents to the grandkids, or to my parents' great grandkids, and we had set it up for 2 rooms. We thought the non-football watchers were going to be in the kitchen by the food, so we had like the stools and everything was in there, and then we thought, the rest of us would be in the living room. No, everyone was in the living room at all
And that's
times.
good. That's good.
Yelling and screaming.
I thought the same thing. I thought it would be a lot of heads buried in phones, but it really was not that. It was a very, very good game. Alicia Keys' Red Piano at halftime caused a really big spike in searches for adult piano lessons near me.
That's cool.
Wow.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool, but we'll see if people actually follow through on that one.
No, you never do.
Well, you don't have a chance if you don't get started.
And the best thing that I saw that people Googled was, why do football players have tails? Turns out it was just a lot of people mistyping the word towels.
Oh. Okay.
And the answer is because football players tend to sweat a lot. And now you know. They don't have
I
tails.
thought most of them were former cooks.
You guys probably weren't noticing this, but once the Chiefs won and then they were having the after game celebrations and Andy Reid and, the Hunt family was up there getting the Lombardi trophy and whatnot. Did Travis Kelce remove his cup? Because I could not take my eyes off of his bulge and it was not the cup. I was like, whoa.
What?
I don't think that he had his cup on.
I don't know if they wear them.
Really?
Do football players wear cups?
Some of them don't.
Some don't.
A lot of the position players don't. They wear just because they don't want to be hindered in the running and the jumping.
Yeah, I don't know.
Way to go,
I've never played professional football or even any padding up football. So I don't know. Do they wear cups?
I have no clue.
You played football, Rafe. Did you wear a cup?
No, non-football. Baseball, yep. Football,
Baseball.
no.
Oh, baseball, definitely. Football, no, I guess.
I took one in the
Ghiblis.
and the pills too. Yeah. Testicular torsion.
Oh.
Slurp in the chat says my wife said the same thing. So I think the ladies were noticing Travis Kelce's package on receiving the trophy, and
We're
I
all a
am
bunch
here
of
for this
perverts.
post-game stuff.
You're right. All a bunch of perverts.
Golly.
Be there for something, I guess.
Just respect a man for once, right?
Yeah, look at us like just a piece of meat.
Yeah, we're
Continually
more than that.
objectifying
Just like
Travis
a piece
Kelce.
of meat.
Can't you just appreciate his?
Oh, I
his-
appreciate
his
it
mind?
all. I
That
do.
hurts
I
my
like his
feelings because I
mind.
have 9 cucumbers in my pants right
Yeah.
now. No one said a word.
Nobody's said a word. All right, let's do sports. All right, Moon, what do you got?
Sports is brought to you by DraftKings at Casino Queen. Play, stay, dine at DraftKings at Casino Queen. You know, before we get started with the Super Bowl stuff, I'm just going to say this. It is now St. Louis City SC time and your St. Louis Battlehawks time, okay? Seasons have just about begun.
When do the Battlehawks start?
Caw
2
and
weeks?
Kick Boys Kick. Battlehawks, I don't know. It's a couple weeks
it's
away.
soon.
St. Louis City SC starts off their season in 8 days at City Park for a CONCACAF championship game, the cup game against Houston.
When does the season
It
start,
starts
though?
March 30th for the St. Louis Battlehawks. First home game, April 6th.
Oh, okay. So we still got a month to go.
Yep, and then they'll take on Real Salt Lake at City Park on the 24th.
February?
Yeah, oh yeah.
But
8 days away, City
the
Park.
CONCACAF is like a separate tournament.
That's a separate tournament.
When does the actual
MLS
season
starts on the
start?
24th.
Okay.
MLS season starts 24th, City Park against Real Salt Lake, 7:30 start. With the draw, City SC ended their California trip with 2 wins and a draw. 2-1 win over the Galaxy, a 1-0 win over LAFC, and a 2-2 draw against New York Red Bulls. Overall, St. Louis City SC are 2-0-2 in the preseason, scoring 7 goals in 4 matches. Looking pretty good. They've scored at least 2 goals in 3 of their 4 preseason games and have seen 5 different goal scorers. Nokvi Thoresen notched his 2nd goal of the preseason, and Oliveras made his first appearance since joining the team from City 2. Kansas City Chiefs beat the San Francisco 49ers at Super Bowl on Sunday, securing the NFL's first back-to-back Super Bowl win in 20 years. With a game that went into overtime for only the 2nd time in Super Bowl history.
Here's what it sounded like.
First and goal. Mahomes flings it. It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City! And the Chiefs, they have their dynasty.
Yep, there it is.
Tony Romo kind of sucks, and in the news,
Come on,
in the
man.
end, Kansas City won 25-22. The 49ers, yeah, okay, he doesn't suck. The guy's great, but I don't like him.
You don't like
I don't like him. And
think
I'm
you're
not talking
jealous.
about
I think
him.
you're jealous.
Maybe he's a great guy. I wish him well. I'm happy for his family. I don't want to hear him again. Anybody else?
Tony Romo?
Yeah.
I'm
A
sick
fan?
of it.
Not a fan.
And I enjoy when him and
And
Jim
also-
Nance.
Whatever you
Oh.
say, buddy.
I enjoy when him and Jim Nance cover the games.
I had to text a friend of mine who is really well known in St. Louis sports, and I had to ask if Romo's wearing a wig, and he said he is.
I don't think I ever saw him.
That hairline is otherworldly.
I mean, look at that up.
We got a two-pay situation happening on Romo.
You know that's going to change his view now.
You're right.
Look it up. Look it up.
It's one of the top searches, too.
What happened to Tony Romo's hair?
And
a
this-
timeline.
Yeah, here we go, dude.
Timeline. God, dude, the internet is vicious. We're just horrible.
We're observant.
We're a horrible planet.
Tony Romo hair transplant journey.
A
Oh,
timeline.
What year are we starting with? 84?
does Tony Romo have a hairpiece or just a weird hairline?
Here we go.
Anyways, the only other Super Bowl to go into overtime came in 2017. Like you mentioned, Patriots mounted a stunning comeback to beat the Falcons 34-28. That was exciting after last night's big game. Well, a lot of people ventured out into the internet in search of Tony Romo's hairline, but also some trivia and interesting facts on Super Bowl 58.
All right, go ahead.
Here's what they found. There were 2 record-setting field goals in Super Bowl 58. By the way, my son was so enthralled with the kicking because apparently he had some fantasy team. He had $4 riding on this thing, and he had Moody, the 49ers kicker. So every time he did something, my son was...
Who missed it?
He's like, who was it? Who
he
was it?
was screaming.
Missed it.
Yeah.
God dang extra point.
So Jake Moody drilled a 55-yard field goal to make it 3-0. That was the longest field goal in Super Bowl history.
Incredible.
That record stood for 31 years and then about a few minutes because Moody's record lasted about 2 quarters. The third quarter, Kansas City kicker Harrison Butker set a new record with a 57-yard field goal. And boy, it was a line drive, and we were cheering.
Ouch.
Like the number 1 fans. Moody also missed an extra point in the fourth quarter that might have ultimately prevented overtime, but who knows? Moody was previously 68 for 68 on extra point kicks. The kick was blocked. Congratulations to that Chiefs player that did that. The Chiefs are the 9th team to repeat as Super Bowl champs. I did not know that. I didn't know there were 9 of them. I thought this was like the second or third team. The first since the Patriots in 04-05. The 49ers have lost the last 3 Super Bowls they appeared in. They also lost in 2020 to the Chiefs, but they lost in 13 to the Ravens. I forgot about that one. Their last one in the Super Bowl came in 1995 against the Chargers. Now they are 5-3 in Super Bowls. Andy Reid and Kyle Shanahan were the 4th pair of head coaches to face each other in multiple Super Bowls. And now the coach who won the first game is 4-0 in the rematches. Patrick Mahomes, 28 years, 147 days old on Sunday, so he became the first quarterback in NFL history to start 4 Super Bowls prior to turning 30. Easily broke the record set by Brady, who started his 4th Super Bowl at 30 years old and 184 days. This was your first Super Bowl to go into overtime since the notorious Super Bowl in 2017, which was the only other overtime game. That was the one when Brady and the Patriots stormed back from 27-3.
It's Atlanta, right?
Yeah, remember we were at the brewery. That was incredible. I know this isn't any consolation, but after the game, Vegas named the San Francisco 49ers the favorite to win the Super Bowl next year. The Chiefs are hot on their tails, but 49ers again favored next year.
Wow.
And this year's Gatorade bath was purple, just like it was when the Chiefs won last year. We forgot to do the...
That would have been the one to put...
The prop
you figure
back.
that's what they like? Purple?
That's what they like.
That would have been the one to put
And it was
money
the
on.
color of Super Bowl 58.
Damn.
And a lot of football fans out there were caught in the middle and watched the Super Bowl, from home. Well, literally and physically halfway between the city of Kansas City and San Francisco is a little place called Green River, Wyoming, a small town in the southwestern part of the state. And there are your ridiculous facts. I'm Moon, and that's your sports, because who do you think you are? I am.
All right, one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up. Is next. Today's wrap-up is sponsored by...
It is sponsored by Jack in the Box Jack Wraps. A little bit of healthy, a little bit of indulgence, only at Jack.
All right, well, thank you all for tuning in. Today's podcast is titled...
Scott, what do we got?
We have a title coming very soon. Did we not send one to each other?
No, we haven't decided.
I think we stayed up a little too late last night.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
What's the name of it?
Why don't you name it Travis Kelce half-mast accepting the Lombardi trophy? Because
That's a very long title.
Half-mast, you say? Yeah. Well, you really were paying attention.
How did that come out?
Yeah. Title coming soon.
Coming
just
soon.
put title coming soon.
Okay, title coming soon.
I'm out of ideas. That's where my brain immediately went.
Everybody's mush today.
Just put Super Bowl, title coming soon.
All right, there we go.
Just put not even Super Bowl, title coming soon. That's
Congrats, Chiefs.
All right, what else you got, Moon?
Can You Feel the Punk Tonight tickets? That's coming up May 11th, 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. show. Both family shows. It's going to be great. It's at the Pageant. May 11th. You can get tickets on the website for the Point, 1057thepoint.com or the Pageant. I think it's the pageantstl.com or the pageant.com.
Thank you, Moon. Learn.
Next Thursday, the 22nd, my band will be playing at the Pageant, and it's $10. It's the Celebration Day soundcheck party. If you've ever wondered what it's like to see that Led Zeppelin local tribute set up their instruments and talk about why they're in this band, they're going to be doing that, and then we're going to close out the night by playing classic rock covers. I'm so excited.
Looking for my face to get melted.
Oh, dude, I'm so jacked about playing on the Pageant stage and singing other people's songs. This is like my dream come true.
Cool.
Congrats on that.
So, thepageant.com, get tickets. I'll see you there.
All right, Rafe.
Awesome. Follow me on the socials, and that's all I have.
Thank you, Rafe. King Scott.
And I'll say the same thing Rafe just said.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, and by the way, just maybe a little something from King Scott tomorrow.
Yeah, just a little.
Maybe
There's finally
little,
a deadline for something
maybe
serious.
a little song tomorrow from King Scott.
Yeah.
Okay?
Ooh,
I don't want to get your hopes up, but maybe a little something tomorrow.
I've been waiting for a year
Yeah,
for this.
we've all been waiting.
Yes.
I think this is something that America needs right now.
I do too. And
if there is
Especially my
something that could bring us all together,
We need it.
we need this. All right, with that being said, we leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member today, which is brought to you by Hot Shots, St. Louis' home for blues hockey. From Florissant, Missouri, Morgan Garvey is